Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our journey through the Star Wars CCG. This is a game from 1995. If you haven't watched the previous two episodes, this is episode 3 of the saga that we are now creating. Steve and I are going back and playing through the Star Wars CCG as it was released. So the first week, we literally opened a box of Premiere, we built decks, we played a game. We came back the second episode, we tweaked those decks, played again, and then we finished by opening a box of the second set, The New Hope. Today, we are playing with the new decks that we have built. I have my deck built. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Steven is building his deck.
I'm not just building my deck. I got some hot tips from David Vegel in the chat. A friend of ours here from fairly local, about an hour away down there.
Local compared to, I don't know, anyone, probably most people watching.
Probably most people watching. Somebody I've actually met in person is what I mean. And I'm going to build this deck. So he actually was kind enough, sent over like a moisture farming deck. Now we could tell, everybody can tell in the chat, but I can certainly tell David is good at this game, or at least played a lot.
I think he's recently played it a lot, going through from nothing, and so like
very nice. So he's fresh.
He learned a lot of these things. And
well,
if he's
what
in
good
the chat,
timing.
he can comment the same. But it's important to note a few things. One, I have a Death Star. That's the most important thing here, which I'm excited to reveal to the galaxy in dramatic fashion, and hopefully it doesn't get blown up. You know what I mean? But the second thing is, after this episode, we're going to take a break from the series. So we have been doing Throwback Thursdays since March of 2020. Yep, that was that year. And we're doing this series. The plan, the reaction so far has been really good. A lot of people saying that they love watching this content, and the comments we're getting are very positive. So we plan to continue on through the rest of the sets in the game. But we are going to take a break, give people a chance to catch up on all the episodes they've missed. Your light side cards are all there on that side. Really,
very nice.
On that side.
All right, thank you.
So give people a chance to catch up. Obviously, we've after this stream, we will be 11, 12 hours into the series. So that's a lot for people on a weekly basis to keep up with. And so I think next week on the schedule, we have the Star Trek CCG. That's been on a lot of people's shortlist. What's up?
That's what I'm saying. Star Trek CCG.
Oh,
I'm excited. People have been asking for that for a very long time.
Yeah, so that's been on our list. So we're going to be doing that, and then a couple other games. And when we come back to this, I'm not sure, but we will be back with any luck. I'm reticent. What's reticent mean?
I don't know. Reluctant, but it's in a different kind of context.
I was going to say I'm reticent to guarantee anything, but the intent is that we will come back. I have the boxes ready, right?
We're gonna crack some more boxes.
Hoth is the next box. Whether we open that today or not, I have it back here on the shelf. You can kind of see it behind me there. We'll see. We'll see how this first game goes, how long it takes me to blow up Tatooine and Steven's Moisture Farm.
Come on.
The real question is, we pulled Chewbacca last week. You already had a Han Solo. You already had C-3PO. We also pulled R2. So you have the duos, actually. You have the famous duos.
I've got everything I need.
Are they in your Moisture Farm list?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. As David said, it's hard to know if you're good if all you do is play with your brother. It's similar to us. Like in fact, that is the Star Wars CCG experience, because you would only play with like one or two other people, and nobody knew if anyone you were playing against was actually any good. But you made a good time of it. So, I've got Han, I've got Chewie, I've got Owen, I've got Beru. I mean, I've got all the Lars family with Han and Chewie coming in.
I have these over here, by the way. I pulled them out for my picture. The fusion generator supply tanks and the vaporators.
I think they got to be in there.
I felt like they were cards that you would have to have.
David's crazy about this 2X character. Let's take a look at that. What does that even mean? 2X. How many X's? Oh, and the Arcona, I know there's a big one. That was important to the build. Pulling that out. I'm looking for 2X. David, what is 2X? Do you know what 2X means?
Is it not 2 of that card?
No, it's 2X times 3 to 4 copies. I'm going to find it here. Hold on. It's got to be
Droid
like
Droid 2X, people saying.
Okay, Droid 2X.
Daniel Wick saying, nightfall incoming. Are you going nighttime?
Yeah.
It's a nighttime moisture farm?
Yeah, it's a surprise. Yeah, that's the best time to farm moisture so it doesn't evaporate.
You know what? That actually makes a good bit of sense. I'm here for it. So I'm going to go ahead and, do you want to give me top down? I'll explain that. I already made the tweaks to my deck. Yeah. It's not super complex. Well, you figure out your list, and then you can read through the notes he gave.
Yeah,
that way you can explain how it's supposed to function.
Well, I can't tell you how it's supposed to work.
I can leave.
Because then
I can leave for 5 minutes.
You're gonna, you know.
I mean, I know how moisture farm is supposed to work.
It's not R2X2. No, it's not it. Yeah, go ahead. I won't listen to how you're gonna play, but you can't listen to me either.
My starting location is the Death Star. Shocker. A couple things about it. One is that if I start with this, you get to go first in the game. But it provides me three force.
It's gonna be a good movie.
It provides you 0. So it really speeds up my curve without providing much to you. Of note too, in the first set, I got a bunch of Death Star locations, but you can't really, I mean, you can play them. There's a docking bay. So it's the docking bay 327. So technically before New Hope came out, you could run Death Star locations, but the only way to get to and from the Death Star was the docking bay.
Right.
It wasn't located anywhere, etc. So the Death Star itself, it has that X on it. It's at parsec X, it starts at 0. So the planets in this game, like we'll pull up Kessel, it's got an 8 on it. So it's located at parsec 8. It's going to take, there's 0 through 8 technically. So the Death Star has light speed of 1, which means once around I can pay a force and it moves to 1 and then 2 and then 3 and so on. But all my locations on the Death Star, of course, go along with the Death Star. So as it moves, they move with it. I have a handful of Death Star locations. Given another piece of my strategy, which is Star Destroyers, strictly speaking, I got a couple really important ones. So I think I had, it's whiteboarded, so it is it. This Imperial class Star Destroyer is the only Star Destroyer I got out of the Premier box. But then I, fortunately, got 2 Victory class Star Destroyers in A New Hope, and even a copy of Conquest, the unique Star Destroyer. So, given that I have a Death Star and Star Destroyers,
I know what's going to happen.
I'm building
next.
a fleet. Originally, we were completely on Tatooine. That was the only. I had Tatooine locations. You had Tatooine locations.
I liked that.
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering.
So I'm going to start in space, and I'm going to have these Star Destroyers. They're going to be cruising along with my Death Star. So I'm actually running more planets than I was previously running. So I've got Kessel, technically in order. It'd be Kashyyyk at 6. Tatooine at 7, and Kessel at 8. These all provide 2 dark side resources and 1 light side. I feel like my Star Destroyers can actually hold these down. Previously, I couldn't really hold down more than 1 planet because I had a Star Destroyer.
You had like 1 vehicle.
Yeah, which is pretty cool, just thematically speaking, that I'm doing exactly that. I have a couple other really important like Death Star specific cards. First, I have Commence Primary Ignition. Complex algebra equation, but the short story is I want to get the Death Star with a super laser. I need that on there first. And
you're telling me your grand plan here.
And then I got to get it to a planet that I want, and I got to commence primary ignition and fire the super laser. And if I blow up a planet, it's really good for me and really bad for Stephen. That's the fundamentals of what's going on here.
Fair.
Meantime, my Star Destroyers are cruising around, just controlling space and such. Important events of note. It was really cool. When I started building, I noticed I had several of these. First one is Wrong Turn. It basically is an effect I can put on my side of the table. It costs me 3, but it makes all your warriors cost an extra to deploy, which is fun. I also have Retract the Bridge, which
a good card.
lets me move all my Death Star locations around, which if you ever get fancy on me, I can really mess with you.
I'm coming onto that Death Star.
I had a feeling that is exactly what would happen, so I'm prepared as it were. Let me find. There was something. One of my locations. Hold on.
What is this 2X card? I don't have any of these. Am I missing something?
What's the proper name?
2X 3KPR. 2X is the name. Security Patrol Droid. But I don't have any.
David says, "Uh-oh, if there are no 2X's, it will have to change."
Not a single one.
Seems problematic to your plan.
David, inside agent here for you.
Everyone
giving me some weird deck ideas.
Eventually, everyone serves the Empire.
That's all right. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically my plan. Whether or not it works, who's to say, really? To be determined. But I'm excited to give it a try. I was early on when I played this game as a kid. The Death Star was. They have a set called Reflect. They have 3 sets called this, but Reflections, the first one, and they're these like big 18 card packs that come with cards from all the previous sets, but it's all everyone's favorite cards. Mm-hmm. So they're actually, back in the day, they were a really great way to get a bunch of like really commonly used cards across the board.
It's kind of like unlimited then, yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Although it was a best greatest hits.
Yeah,
in a sense.
imagine if like in a year in Flesh and Blood, they took the best cards from the first 6 sets and they're just packaged in a single
Yeah,
set.
cool.
So one of the first things I opened was a foil Death Star, and I was like obsessed. So pretty much all of my Star Wars CCG experience includes me going second as the Death Star, or as the dark side player with the Death Star in play.
So you've got experience.
That doesn't mean it was any good.
I
lost to Han Solo a lot.
I'll bet you that a great many players of this game have no idea if they were good or bad at it. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's look at then a new plan.
Tyler, you do generate force from all locations regardless of who controls it.
I'm still interested in moisture. Okay?
You are
That's
water,
not changing.
Water elemental kind of guy.
Now, some things that you kind of have to play, I think, given what you pulled in the boxes, is let me find my vehicles, wherever those went off to. We got to get, what is Wedge's ship?
He should be red 1.
Okay. Sorry I had to ask that, everybody.
Isn't he? Well,
no, it's flown by Garvin Dreas.
So
says it right there in the
New
text.
Hope it was. That's right. Garvin, he dies.
Oh.
You gotta have a new red 1.
What about Red 6? That's Jack. Red 5 is Luke.
Checks, yeah.
That's it.
Red 3. Red 2.
Well, I don't have any of those either. What's Wedge? But Wedge has to fly something, I think.
Give him an X-Wing. He can fly everything.
Not just an X-Wing. He deserves a named X-Wing.
What set is the Millennium Falcon in? I'm a little sad you didn't get it. You have everything else.
I can't stand the Millennium Falcon.
Really?
Yeah, as a concept. It's just like it's always ridiculous. Okay. Let's go. Let's give him red. Let's look at the difference. Okay, so we got red 6.
Northern Lights says Steven better double sleeve his cards to protect from all that moisture.
It's going to be tears, I have no doubt. Here's red 6, here's red 5, and here's red 1. Okay, the differences between these. Red 6 has a big old 6 destiny.
That's the kind of card you want in your deck and not on the table.
Yes, I agree. And it's Jack, so it's supposed to signify Jack sacrificing himself for the good of all force.
I suppose.
Right? Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So they're all the same stats. May add 1 pilot. Universal. Opponent may add 2 to destiny draw for I've got a problem here when played against red 6. So easier to kill this or something. Must have pilot aboard to use power. Okay, it's a 2-5. This is a 3-6. Red 5.
Red 5 does not have an Astromech, whereas red 1 does.
That's important. And this is only an attack run ship, so there's really nothing to be gained here for the extra cost. Red 1 is the same as red 6, except that add 2 destiny thing isn't there.
It also costs 2 instead of 3, but it has 1 less forfeit.
Yeah, as compared to 5. So why don't we put Wedge in this? I feel like he should be flying red 1. He's a red 1 kind of guy.
He's a red 1 kind of guy.
Red 1, and we're going to do 2 red 6s.
Do you have Jack Borkins in your deck?
No Jack.
As a card?
No Jack. Okay, what are we going to do? So we need the new good things that I got, which is primarily...
They're black bordered, so...
Chewbacca?
Yep.
It's got to come in here.
Yep.
Han Solo, of course, is here.
Yeah.
We're not crazy. Wedge is going to be here in some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have, of course, the actual guns that are their guns.
Let's look at ORT.
Bowcaster, of course. Luke's hunting rifle. Hey, let's put some of those on Owen Lars. Owen likes some hunting rifle. Let's go.
Worth noting on R2.
5 Destiny? That's insane.
R2, not only does he have 5 Destiny, or 2, on red 5 specifically, he has 3 power versus 2 power anywhere else.
Oh, red 5 it is.
So it's just an extra power. He also has this really cool ability. If he's at a scomp link, so if you look at your locations.
Little scomp link access thing.
Let me find. It's probably at your docking bay. Yeah. So this little icon here. If he's at a location with that,
Mm-hmm.
if I draw 1 to 3 for Destiny, you get to activate a force. If I draw a 4, 5, or 6, you can draw the top card of the reserve deck.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Be aware of him.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Any other big pulls that I got, Zach, that you remember that we need to use?
I just remember getting R2 and Chewbacca and Wedge, which seemed like a home run.
So we need R2 and Wedge. Let's put them in our... Where'd R2 go? You were reading him just a second
right
ago.
here.
Okay.
One of the big things for me was looking through the reds that were in my box, particularly the Dejaric cards like Gook and like I have some of them in my deck. I think you have the same cards down.
Why don't I just... I mean... And there's Han's Heavy Blaster. I'm just going to take this deck that I've got and adapt it a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's
That's
tweak
what
it a
I
little
did.
bit.
I changed like 5 or 10 cards out and we're off to the races.
Now, is there any moisture farming technology that I'm missing here?
Oh, wow. The X-Wings have Scomp Links? How do I know?
Oh,
Oh,
right
they
here.
do. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness. If R2 has a Scomp Link, it's so good.
So he always will.
Oh, my gosh.
He always will.
I had no idea it was there all these years.
He always will. All right, Owen, Beru. Deck building this game is still just
Madness.
absolute chaos. I have no idea what is happening while building anything.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm going to just keep dropping Rebel Troopers in favor of other things. Blaster.
Maybe, Matt. We're using Premiere and A New Hope. We're basically going set by set. So we open a box of Premiere, built decks played. Open a box of A New Hope, built decks played. And we actually haven't played with A New Hope yet. That's this game.
Let's go a little bit heavier in space. Because, let's just see what this Death Star is capable of.
Excellent.
Let's just take a look. Let's just see, because I've only ever seen it like get attack run. I don't know what it does if you're not actively kind of engaging with it. Okay, here's a little space. So we've got X-Wings and X-Wings. Should we just send all the X-Wings in at you?
That's a method.
That's it. Apparently, yeah, you don't design your garbage chutes or whatever to prevent little X-Wings from getting through.
You dropping your Rebel Troopers?
Well, they're just the easiest thing to drop off the bat.
Yep. I understand.
You know how Rebel Troopers are. All right, here's a space stack. Now, do you run any Y-Wings or anything like that? Are they worth anything?
What's their stat line look like compared to
Let's
the
take
next
a
one?
look.
I don't think they have Scomp Links.
I'm going to run this Rogue Bantha. You know why? Because it's awesome. Y-Wings coming in. We've got Gold 1. 2 pilots or passengers. Must have pilot aboard to use power maneuver or hyperspeed. It doesn't... Do all these cards... The X-Wings have autopilots, right? That's why they're so good, yes.
Docking Bay 94 is saying 8-ish ships, 2-ish capital ships is the recommendation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8-ish ships. Is that 2 capital ships on top or within your 8-ish?
This warrior is saying X-Wing and Y-Wing decks were my jazz at this point in the game.
I could always drop 2 red... Man, 6 Destiny is just hard to argue with.
It is. It's a big number.
Maybe we just...
Docking Bay saying it could be either.
Okay. Yeah, because nobody knows what they're doing. That's the thing about this
Just feeling
game.
their way through it, yeah.
Everybody, we're just giving it a shot here.
Let me see your red stack over there. I'm just going to peruse it and give you some things that I think are good.
These guys. What am I even doing in space? I think I'm just annoying you.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hope. I just want to annoy Zach in space. And I'm just going to do that with... Oh, the Corellian Corvettes. I get it. Okay.
I get it.
Let me drop 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave the red 6s, the red 1. Red 5 doesn't have an autopilot, so I'm just a little scared of that. Let's just roll like that. Okay, there we go. There's our 10 ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm.
I have a 9. I'm at a good 9 ships. I like that.
This is an interesting card.
And then Dodonna. Yeah, I agree with Dodonna. You got to put
Yeah, he's a big character.
General Dodonna. I'm probably putting Brainiac in, right?
Must.
I got to read Dodonna to figure out what's going on here.
That's a card that goes in.
What is it?
Sorry about the mess. During your control phase, fire one of your weapons at the normal use of the Force. If Han is firing, may add 1 to Destiny draw. A Seeker may be targeted by a character weapon as if it has a maneuver of 4. The hit target is immediately lost.
Immediately. Rebel Squad Leader, an absolute classic. Tyree? Do we do that? No, this is really, so you really just have to thread. Are you going to go heavy in space, or are you just kind of going to hang out and
That is
annoy?
the question.
And I think I'm definitely on the annoyance phase. All right, give me, is General Dodonna out here anywhere?
What's a Dejaric battle?
I'm sure the game will tell us.
Let the Wookiee win. Oh yeah, and you have Luke's cape.
Oh, yeah. That actually is good, right?
It is good.
Yeah.
I am
Even without Luke.
It'll be better with Luke, of course.
I still want to run these Rebel Guards, but everybody tells me not to. There's Dodonna. Okay. Each Rebel present with him at a Yavin 4 side is power +1. Well, I'm not running Yavin 4. No. All right, here's space. Done. And we're going to put these guys.
These are good cards, I think.
These guys
And
in space.
This is a fine card. You have a lot of those if you like it.
Now,
Just putting it out there.
what's the most effective use of moisture stuff?
I've never understood it.
We're about to understand it, man.
What?
Okay.
There's 2 key
Here's
cards,
some
right?
hydroponic stations. Now those are going to be important because
There it
that
is.
literally it's moisture in the name.
Use a Force to deploy on any exterior Tatooine site. Cannot be moved. When activating Force, the first card may be drawn directly into your hand. If Vaporator is on the table, the second card may also be drawn directly into your hand. So you can
Just draw 2
on your turn.
Yeah, which is good. Then we'll start there.
There's Vaporators here. They're in this stack.
Yeah, that seems important too. Okay.
Use a Force to deploy on a Tatooine site. Cannot be moved. Protects all characters at the same site or an adjacent site from Gravel Storm.
Okay, just gonna save people there.
But I don't understand. Is that all Vaporator does?
So far, well, there are cards that then trigger off of Vaporator.
Yeah.
Okay, so for instance, Beru, forfeit +2 when at a hydroponic station. Okay, easy. Owen deploys for free at Moisture Farm, power +2 if at a Vaporator site.
You have a large moisture farm here.
Yeah, check that out.
Brew and Luke deploy -1 here. But if he's there, what happens?
+2 power.
All right, so they're good at those locations.
But we haven't seen anything past that. How do we start farming? Run these fire extinguishers?
Daniel Wick saying that Vaporator is useless on its own, although way back in the day, Gravel Storm saw a lot of play, so it was powerful.
Okay, all right. So
there's something I think that comes out later. There's a couple cards that make it like
that make farming even more exciting.
David says that's the farm.
That's it. Here's your moisture farming. All right, so we're just gonna run a little. We're not gonna go too hard into that. I'll kind of stay where I am here.
Wasn't there a card a little way later? Does anyone know? Oh, David's saying that's why he suggested Nightfall with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Steve's saying Jabba's Palace and Special Edition, which are coming in a handful of sets from now, had a lot of cards that helped with the farm.
Okay, cool. All right, I like it. Okay.
Okay, cool. We'll eventually return to the farm.
We'll return to the farm.
I have a feeling that's where eventually you'll end up.
What are the 2 red cards that really got you excited?
So the ones that really got me excited was that Sorry About the Mess. Han gets to fire.
Okay, we'll go there.
I think Loose Cape, it provides immunity to attrition less than 3 for a character.
Yeah.
Which is really good. You also have Let the Wookiee Win. The first sentence doesn't matter, but if a Wookiee survives a battle you just lost, you can deploy on an opponent's character of ability less than 5. Hint, that's all my characters. That character is disarmed, power -1, and cannot carry weapons. So you put it on a character with a weapon, they're -1, the weapon goes away.
Weapon, but you're not gonna play weapons.
Yeah.
You're not a weapon guy.
And then there was Hojix. If you just lost a battle and have forfeited all the cards from the battle and still have battle damage remaining, you can cancel all the remaining damage.
That can be a big deal.
So like if you do send an X-Wing up against a Star Destroyer, you can try to attrition me, but not have to really pay it yourself because you just sacrifice that X-Wing and
Let's
then
do
drop
one of
it.
those. Let's throw one of those in there.
So
Got a blaster.
David Vedral saying Crash Site Memorial and Hyper Escapes are really good. I think these are. Let me show you this.
The new stuff.
That was old stuff you missed on the first round.
No, it was one of those cards that's clearly good. I'm just not interested. You know, you ever have this? Just like that's just the more than I want to manage.
Yeah, I do.
It's like I got to put cards in it, and then I get them back after things happen. And
Oh, I know what it does. This was the card I was trying to have you play in that constructed game we played way back. So Hyper Escape is just fundamentally really good. Cancel a battle just initiated at any system by moving all of your starships there away at the normal use of the Force. So it's a 5 destiny.
yeah.
If I try to start a battle, you can just
All right, let's do one.
get out of there.
And just give myself a little bit of everything here.
And some tools.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You could really get me with this. This card out of nowhere.
It makes sense.
If opponent has just initiated a battle of the system where you have a starship with maneuver greater than 3, use a Force to add 1 battle destiny. Imagine like stacking a couple of those up. You get like 3 destiny, and I have like 9 or 10 attrition to play.
It's out of nowhere. Now,
I'm not saying you should do that right now, but that's a crazy
Star
card.
Destroyers are immune to attrition, I assume, of some kind, right?
So really their trick is they need a lot of people aboard so that they can sacrifice those because they're at that location.
Okay.
Like the victory class is not immune to anything.
Oh.
But I have to load it up with characters that I can attrition.
Oh, right, because you can always drop people off of the pilot.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. I'm with it.
But if you had enough attrition, it would be a problem. Crash Site Memorial, you deploy it on your side of the field. Any of your lost vehicles, droids, weapons, or devices go here instead of your lost pile. Then once a turn, you can deploy a card from here, basically.
Right. It's exactly as I said it was, right? It's like, yeah, it's good. I'm sure. Let's just stick where I was.
Oh my god.
With some tweaks. A few more aliens.
Rebel Barrier is always good.
Always good. I've got some in there.
Okay, great.
Rogue Bantha, you didn't make it. Sorry, buddy.
Wow. This is interesting. You ready for this? How did we get into this mess? If one of your droids is at the Dune Sea, or where there's a scom point, use a Force to discard your entire hand to your use pile. Draw the same number of cards from your reserve deck. Draw 1 extra card if C-3PO or R2-D2 are there.
So what, draw a bunch of cards?
So you basically...
At the Dune Sea?
Like, or if R2's on an X-Wing. You can pay 1, discard your hand, draw that many, and draw an extra 1 if R2 or C-3PO are present.
Very nice. That's one of those when you're good at the game cards.
Yeah.
All right, give me one of them Crash Site Memorials. Let's just work with it.
You're doing it?
Let's just do it.
There's that.
Put it in there. Do I have it? Is there a deck limit in here?
60 is the number? Probably the number of sleeves you got.
Yeah.
Look who's back.
All right, I'm done. I'm ready.
Here's this. Here's this.
Picture
this?
this.
What's this?
Okay.
Let's get these out.
Blaster, rifle. We'll trade that out. We've got Han's heavy blaster now and a bowcaster. We don't need this nonsense.
David Vigil saying Zach's 1X out of nowhere.
Okay.
Normally, Steven is a staunch anti-1Xer.
Yeah, but in this game, you know,
It's different.
you don't even know what's... I don't even know enough to know.
These are on the border, just so you're aware.
Okay.
I have the phases there in case you ever get caught up in it.
You'll get caught up in the... Okay, wow, these are all the reds? Seriously. This is a game of reds. Lots of effects.
It's a red game.
All right, I think I'm just going to leave all this here.
All right, purple's your starting location,
I'll
technically. if that's
still
what you're
start
saying.
at Mos Eisley, because I don't know any better.
All right, I'm starting at the Death Star. So it's at Parsec 0, just so we're clear. It's way away from you. You're at Parsec 7.
Oh, yeah. You're never going to get there. I can win
Agreed.
in 7.
7 rounds?
Yeah, easy. Easy. And then, what, you want me to put this, like, right here?
I put mine on my side, technically.
Oh, right.
Because it's like the planets would go.
We can try to do it, like properly. Like this.
That makes sense to me.
Try, and then we'll have to do it later.
Mehmet, he does not have a 2-0 location. David says, just play a trooper on turn 1 again, Zach. If you were here last week, it's not a funny joke. Just kidding, it is pretty funny. All right. So a couple
With the
things
vengeance.
worth remembering. You draw 8 at the start of the game.
Yep.
Also, you're going to get to start this game
No, I go first.
because I have the Death Star.
That's right. Okay, normally dark side starts.
Normally, Dark Side does start.
Okay.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay. Well, then here we go.
Here we go.
I gotta make sure this is shuffled well because I had them all stacks on stacks there. You want to have a good, consistent random, you know.
That's right. The Matty
Good,
P
consistent
style.
random. Dedicated to our friend Matthew Phillips, friend of the show, friend of the show.
Friend of the show and the channel.
How's Matt doing?
He's good. I was texting with him last night, actually,
Good.
about various things. He's he really got into Crisis Protocol. He's been painting a lot, like
Nice.
you do. But yeah, he sends me pictures all the time of his. You know, Matty P. He
Yeah.
has 2 modes, either not in at all or 182% in.
Yeah, right.
So
So he has everything.
Well, not only does he have everything, so he has a 3D printer, of course, Matt. Of course, yeah, we're still in character here. And he's printed out a bunch of like amazing terrain and
wow.
painted it.
Cool.
So he's got
Good
like
for
the
him.
Professor X school for the gifted house,
Yeah.
and he's got the house that Doctor Strange lives in. It's like all
Okay.
nice and painted and stuff. It's really cool.
That's very in character.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you're first. If you don't remember anything, you just let me know.
No, I'll remember everything.
Activate that force, though.
Okay. 1, 2 plus 0 and 1 for me. That's 3.
It is really nice how much table space you're showing right
Yeah, I zoomed this out quite a bit. It's a total redo here. Okay. Hey, I'll play ball here. And the name of this game is Get Ability 4.
Yep. And don't drop a 1 power, 1 ability character by itself on a location at the first of the game.
Yeah. Okay.
I've done that.
You did do that.
Did not go well.
You definitely did do that. Do I get a mulligan?
Nope.
Not in this one?
But you can just pass and start drawing.
I'm gonna make a
This is a hot
mistake.
tip. David Vegel's saying you can play a droid and not worry because they can't battle you without presence.
Oh, because droids have no presence.
They have no presence.
They're just
They have no
wandering
ability.
around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't fight a droid
No,
by
you
itself.
can't fight a droid. There's one thing I know.
If there's two things I know is you can't fight a droid and you can't triple stamp a double stamp.
Yes. That's right. Okay, so why don't we do this then? Why don't we play old CZ3?
CZ3Z.
If opponent has just initiated a battle or force drain at this location or an adjacent site, I can react by deploying cards to that battle or force drain location. So you want to do something there, all of a sudden reinforcements can show up.
All right.
Um,
Brandon's saying, I viewed this game for the first time from an older stream you guys did, and now I can't get enough. Yeah, it's a great game. There's nothing quite like this game.
and this is just like a ship. It's not like a planet.
Right.
That's no moon, though.
So it is...
I can't deploy stuff to it.
Let me actually read this to you.
Oh, gosh. I don't...
It's not that crazy. You can't deploy stuff to it because you don't have any presence. There's no blue force icons.
Oh, right on. Okay.
But it is kind of like, it can be in the middle of just space at whatever parsec it's at. It can also basically be orbiting the planet. So like if it's at the planet Tatooine, then you can deploy it Tatooine. You're in the same space as it.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and...
Now, how do
Read
can
this.
I turn off its drain, or can I drain you by being at it? Ever?
I don't think so, but we'll read. All right, here you go. Ready?
Let me get some water. I'll be here listening, though.
All right. They're going to be way away. You're the one that needs this.
Right here.
Oh, you're just grabbing the thing. I thought you meant you were going to the kitchen. The Death Star system. The Death Star is the first of a new type of system called a mobile system. Unlike planets, mobile systems can move. When the Death Star system is deployed, its initial parsec number is 0. Using its hyperspeed of 1, you may move the Death Star during your move phase. For example, on one turn, you might move it from parsec 0 to 1. On the next, you could move it from 2 to 3. Or 1 to 2. At each parsec number, the Death Star system is either in deep space or orbiting a planet, which has the same parsec number. Each time the Death Star is moved, the Darkside player must specify whether it's in deep space or orbiting a planet. For example, if the Death Star system moves to parsec 2, and both Alderaan and Kifix are on the table, the Darkside player must specify whether the Death Star system is orbiting Alderaan, Kifix, or in deep space. Lightside and Darkside starships move and deploy to the Death Star system as normal, even though there is no Lightside game text. If the Death Star is orbiting a planet, starships at the planet system can move to the Death Star system and vice versa at normal use of the Force, even without hyperdrive. So
You gotta go there, yeah.
When the Death Star system moves, all cards there, starships, pilots, effects, etc., are considered to have moved along with it automatically. Shuttling to and from a starship at the Death Star system can only occur via docking bay 327. The Death Star system is not a starship and cannot be targeted as such.
But if I go there, I can drain you for 3 if you don't do anything about it. It's a system. You gotta scramble ties. Alert! X-wing in the parsec.
I don't know. Chat will let us know in a second.
I'm gonna put a little
I don't-
X-wing up there.
I don't think you can deploy there because you don't have any presence. David says it's normal means you can't deploy there unless you have presence, i.e. ship with ability, either permanent pilot or unique one.
Yeah. You can, and it's a drain for 3.
You can drain there if I don't have someone there.
Okay. I can't drain if you don't have somebody there. Why is that? I'm drawing these.
It's just like normal. So like if I was here, you couldn't drain me for 1. Like at this location.
Right.
Technically you can't because
Right.
you don't have ability there.
But if I'm here and you have nobody there,
yeah, that's what
I
say.
drain you for
If
3.
I don't have anybody here,
Yeah.
then yeah, you
Heck
can.
yeah. I'm gonna get into that.
Mine?
Yeah.
I'll activate. I have 3, 4, 5 total force. They call it a ramp. All right. I'm going to deploy Tatooine
Tatooine.
here-ish. It's the classic Tatooine that we've always come to know and love. Then I will go ahead and go to the draw phase.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw 1. Draw 2.
Done?
Go ahead and draw again. Draw again. And draw again.
4 force coming my way. Activating.
I learned my lesson about putting things into play too soon.
Control. Force drain in each location. 1.
I don't think it counts because you don't have any ability.
Right. Gotta have a human. It's just a droid. Deploy. I'm gonna deploy on top of your Tatooine.
It just goes on top. I don't get my
Oh,
move.
okay.
Worse for me.
It just switches the 2 1s. And maybe
Nice.
the text. Hard to know. Okay. And, let's get a little, Oh, these wolfmen are so expensive. Why are they so expensive?
It's a good question.
Let's put a Tals here. Just, hanging out in Mos Eisley. Let's play the Crash Site Memorial there.
Nice.
And, I'm gonna end there.
Okay. So it's mine. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not yet. I gotta draw. Draw. And I'll leave one there.
Okay. Deploy phase. I will not deploy. I'll pass. We'll go draw.
Oof.
He's digging.
Here we go.
Okay. It's a party. We'll keep digging. I need my super laser. So I have 3 super laser gunners in here to attempt to get the super laser faster. I'm just stacking up. May as well have them in your hand. You know what I mean?
May as well.
You have options. That's actually, I think,
May as well.
relevant. Although there's that one card that could penalize me for this.
Don't know anything about that. Over to me. You ready? Activate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me. 2, 3, 4, 5.
People ask me if I had the card that's in my hand in my deck, and I just showed it there. It's there.
I've got it. Initiate a force drain. 1.
You got it. Let me.
This Tals is rolling.
I kind of like every card in here now. You know what I mean?
I do. I definitely do.
There's been a murder. That's what the collateral damage. I'll get rid of this one. An accident occurs at the beginning of the battle. It reminds me of the Office episode where it's like, there's been a murder. And Creed's like, all right, boss, give me a minute to get settled in.
Playing the Dune Sea.
Okay.
Tals on the Dune.
Oh man, you're taking the Stormtrooper gamble.
It's alien times. They got react. They can always
Dude, the
react.
Dune Sea is great for you. I have the ability 6 to draw Destiny?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It'll never happen. No, what I'm really going to do is learn a lesson. Throw the Corvette on Tatooine. Let's see what you want to do.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
go. All right, and then we go to the battle phase. I'm initiating none battles. And then we go to the move phase. I'm initiating none moves. And then we go to the draw phase. I'm not drawing anything. Over to you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's a lot of force there, bud.
I need my super laser.
Initiate force choke. Have you tried working harder? Right away, boss.
Okay.
These towels are worth more in death than they are in life. 4 forfeit?
1 for 4 is a great,
It's crazy good.
great thing.
Oh, you're right, David. Thank you. I was mistaken. But I do have the CZ ability. That's what I was thinking of. So it's an adjacent site, so I can start dumping, or at least 1 force worth of dump in there, which would help. Deploying any cards, too. Whoo! Suddenly, this Talus has a lightsaber.
It was a surprise lightsaber. I'm going to skip to the end of the turn.
Okay.
I'm going to draw. Ooh, sweet, glorious victory. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay. We go to activate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for me. 1,
Oh,
2,
wait. You know what?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to draw a few more.
Okay. Just stir the pot a little bit.
I'm going to draw. I know what I need. I don't know if I have the strength to need it, though. Those weren't it, but that's fine.
Drain for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It's on.
1. 2, 3.
Wolfman.
All right.
Wolfman.
I like what you're doing here.
And then going to my turn.
Cows, they run the world.
I'm going to draw this card. Pass you.
How many force do you have that you can use?
None.
3,
My,
4, 5,
what
6,
I'm trying to
7.
set up here is basically like I can push Wolfman between these 2 locations as a react. So if you go somewhere and initiate a battle, I can move the pack, as it were.
All right, let's do the math.
Commence primary Death Star. What are you doing out there in space? You got your whole deck in your hand.
What's
there.
your highest ability over there?
None. 1.
1. You got your whole deck in your hand.
I just got a bunch of aliens on Tatooine. Leave me alone.
Seven, 8, 9. 10, 11.
Oh, right. That's good to know. Yeah, the react. So anytime you move, even with a react, it costs you money. So I can't do that right now.
You need to rethink your life?
No.
All right.
fine.
It's party time. I'm going to deploy Trooper Davin Felth for 1.
Okay.
2 power, 2 ability for 1.
Oof.
Hot diggity dang. Let's get a Stormtrooper in there.
You got it.
Let's get Woo Her in there.
Here we go.
Let's get my Death Star Gunner in there.
Mm.
Then let's play Wed 15-17
Okay.
for 3.
All right. Throw him in.
Check this bad boy
Throw
out.
him in.
He has a forfeit value of 7,
Very nice.
but when you forfeit him, his forfeit value is reduced by the amount of damage or attrition he would have absorbed.
Okay.
So he's not lost until he reaches 0. So he's a 7 that kind of soaks it.
Very cool.
If that makes sense.
So you can just keep like a counter on everything.
Yeah. All right. Then for my next trick, let me look at my hand real quick. All right. We'll see if this works.
Show me the money.
David says, looks like Darth Bun has decided to take Tatooine the good old-fashioned way.
With scrubs.
I'm going to initiate a battle here.
All right. No reactions.
All right. I have ability of 5, power of 6. You want to hand me a couple dice? so we can not. That is so unbelievably simple and smart that I wasn't doing this as a kid. We were like counting, and then you get halfway through and you add modifiers, and you're like, what am I at again?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I got 1 here for power, 2 here for power, 1 here for CZ, 1 for the Corvette controlling space. Currently at 5.
What's your ability?
None. 2 total.
Ready for my destiny?
Yeah.
It's a 0. No.
So I need to sacrifice 1.
Yep.
Either way, I think you know.
You just lose 1 force. You don't have to even lose it from the battle because I didn't have attrition. I hit a 0 on my destiny.
Oh, that's amazing. That's very fortunate for Steven.
Yep. I concur.
So I can just lose 1 from the top?
Yeah.
Into my lost pile.
Into your lost pile. Straight up.
Here goes Han Solo.
You mean Han YOLO?
Yeah.
Okay. So then in my turn, I will go ahead and draw this card. These will go to the bottom of my deck.
Destiny Draw goes to the use pile. That's something I've been doing wrong constantly.
So that should have been on top of the use pile.
Thank you, John Carr.
Then. All right, you're up.
Okay. Activate.
In
1,
fact,
2.
instead of drawing, I'm just going to save. I remembered I needed a force for this turn.
6. 6 coming in. Okay, so let's think. If I could pull this off, I need to look through my deck for a second. But no, I just need to know what Han Solo is, reads, does.
You can go find Han.
But he might be here. And if I know that, then I don't play it.
You have Han's back.
Yeah. But I need to know how much it costs to play him, because I don't want to get him if I can't also play him. See, 3? He's probably pretty expensive.
He is 3 for 6. Once during and you know the rest of the business.
And then he's got like all sorts of weird stuff, right?
Once during battle, you can use a force to cancel your previous destiny draw and draw again. Adds 2 to the power of anything he pilots. Falcon is even better. He's a warrior and a pilot. Power 3, ability 3.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
You do force drain.
Yeah, drain 1 and 2.
I literally cannot do off the top of my deck. Got it.
Okay. We've got ourselves an interesting little situation here. Because I really... Now, if I put red 1 up here, it would add +1 to the power and all of that, but I just can't use it in a battle. It's just sitting there because it needs a pilot. May add 1 pilot. Must have pilot aboard to use power, maneuver, or hyperspeed, but I can just put it in space just without a pilot.
Yeah, I think so.
What's it doing up there? How can it get up there without a pilot? I need money.
David Bedell has a really awesome point. So, as an example, if you have Bowcaster, if you play it, you can't lose it because it just always goes to the crash site, which is amazing.
Yeah, but it's 7 minus Warrior's power. Not that I have it. I'm not going to pay 5 for that.
Yeah, for sure. But that's a cool little combination piece.
Yeah. Okay. We all know how this is going to go here. I think I'm going to pass. Passing it all. Passing it all.
I'm with it, man.
And then I'm going to start drawing.
Go ahead.
1.
It is very normal, I think. That's why those cards
2.
we drew that are like penalizing 13 or more cards. Early on, having a bunch of options
3.
is way better than just like slowly drawing cards out.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I don't want these. I want these in my used pile. How do I get cards in my hand in my used pile? Anyway?
You have a card that does that.
Just, I can only do it through a card?
What's that card you had called? You know, you deploy it and it lets you put cards there at the end of the turn.
Is it,
It's in there, I
forget
think,
what it's
unless you
called.
dropped it.
Okay. Traffic control, that's right.
Aldrich Wyvern is on the list. Traffic control is that card.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. These are useless cards. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
This game is something else, man. Hold on.
I'm going to do one more draw.
Just gonna fix this up.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pass it over to you.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Couple things happen. Control phase starts. Looking at the Death Star Gunner. During my control phase, I can send the gunner to the top of my use pile, search my reserve deck, and take a super laser into hand, shuffle, and cut my deck.
Okay.
Use pile. And now I just hope it's not over there. Probably is. No! But now I know it's there, so I can draw it into it, right?
The force is strong with this, yes.
So I shuffle.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's fine. Then Wooher says at the beginning of the control phase, any weapons or droids present at the same site are lost.
Oh, that's relevant. You talking about this?
I lose Wed as well.
Hold on, that's really important. Give me a second, then. We gotta reverse this. My entire plan revolves around this guy being here.
Wooher is here,
Or
so
else
feel
it's
free
a
to take your
complete
turn
waste of
as you
time.
need.
So then, all that we'll do differently is we'll deploy ahead of time a utility belt on his towels.
Okay. Oh,
Riley?
it's all weapons and droids.
Yeah.
So it's that
not a
belt
weapon.
meta.
It's a device.
You got that belt meta.
So this droid is gone. I never saw that coming.
I don't like droids. That's the bartender that says we don't accept their kind.
Man, that's a real bummer. Ah, that's a real bummer.
All right, so
We
now
have a lot better.
Now I know. I really don't deploy anything. I just have to get that card. But I really want to fight you.
Yeah, fight on. See how it goes this time.
What's the belt do?
+2 power and forfeit.
Ooh, he's saucy now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want that. Yeah, I'm just going to skip the drawing.
All right. Yeah, we got ourselves an old standoff down here in Mose Eisley.
Powerful, yeah. Let's just keep drawing. I have what I need, but I don't know if I have the strength to use it. We'll keep quoting. All right, one more.
This is not going to stop. Just want everybody to know.
Let me do the math. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So
You can only have one weapon per thing, per character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have a belt and then a gun?
yeah, I think so.
One device per person,
One
one
device,
weapon
one
per
weapon,
person?
yeah.
Okay, okay. All right.
Okay. I'll stay there. Go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. Deploying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for me.
You ready for this
3.
long,
5,
slow
6.
crawl of the Death Star to System 7?
I'm ready. Yes.
What I need are my Death Star locations. Where are they
Where
at?
are my Death Star locations?
That's how I play characters there. It's crazy. Casey's saying, this is good to know. A character can hold any number of weapons, but can only use one a turn.
Interesting.
So different weapons for different moment, you know. You gotta rise to the occasion.
I do know.
T-Zag saying, come on, Zach, move that battle station. Are we blind? Deploy the troops. It's one of my favorite quotes from Rogue One. Krennic walks in on the rest of the officers, and they're just watching the planet get taken. He's like, are we blind?
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Tell me.
6. How much do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7.
Yeah, it's deploy the garrison. That's funny.
All right, let's start with the ostrich. Cal Falony Sinandrodos.
Where? What? Oh, long legs?
Long legs. That's right.
Look at all that attrition soak. Woo! Oh man, he's the bonks town.
So good. Yeah.
He's just such the bonks.
So good. Then
I have a reaction to you playing that.
okay, what is it?
Imperial Barrier.
Can't fight with it?
Can't battle or move it for the rest of the turn.
Okay.
Used.
What did that cost you? 1?
1.
Can't battle with it, huh?
I don't want you in that fight.
Yeah, it's very important that
It's
I
an
end in that
ability
fight.
and also a soak of 5 just in case. And you can reduce my destiny to 0. Like that's the worst. That long legs character got something going on.
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so you forced my hand.
Excellent.
All right, Han's back. Guess who's back?
Back again.
No, I might get hosed here too. But at least I would know that Han is in the thing. Yeah, there he is. Okay. It's Han Solo. He's coming in.
Han Solo. Let me do math real quick. 7, 8, 9. Oh man, Han's bad too.
Does this trigger? Does this still work, or is it just can't be in a battle? Does the text of the thing not in a battle still work?
I think he has to be involved in the battle for him to be applying.
Yeah, it probably doesn't
How
work.
bad is Han?
He's good.
Because I also want him not involved. I might have a lot of barriers. You know what I mean?
You probably don't want him involved unless you're really into
Losing.
losing.
All right, let's go ahead and Imperial Barrier him
Okay.
as well.
Done. There will not be a fight here this day. And we're done. I'm not going to draw anything. This stuff will go down here.
Yeah, people saying the text only works if they're in the battle.
Only if they're in the battle, right? That makes sense. Okay, over to you.
All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I have 8.
Yeah, Daniel's saying double barrier.
I love it. All right, deploy phase. Let's get that super laser on the Death Star.
How much does that cost?
0.
What?
Deploy on the Death Star.
Cost you
600
nothing.
But I have to be at parsec 0 to even play it.
Okay.
So my Death Star is just doing nothing. Nothing.
And I can deploy ships over there.
You can't.
Okay.
If you had ability here, you could.
Okay, so if I get a ship there, then I can start adding ships
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Okay.
Because you don't know where it's at right now.
Yeah,
So
it's
no,
deep
no, no,
space.
deep
Deep
space.
space.
And technically, so your hyperspeed here on the Corvette is 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd need me to be at 4. And then you could actually just move to
Then
it.
I could pay 1 to move 3?
Yeah,
Or 1,
1 to
1,
move
1.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just jump right to it.
Fair. Fair.
Then the game is afoot. But my plan is to not allow that to happen, if you read my meaning. All right, well, it's time to take to the skies. I'm going to pay 6 for a Victory class Star Destroyer.
There he is. About to get blowed up.
And then I want out of this town. Let's move. I'm not gonna battle. I'm gonna actually move. I'm gonna pay 1 to move the trooper from here to the Star Destroyer.
Okay.
So they can basically hire transport up to a ship. I'm gonna pay another
Can I do
1.
the same here?
Yeah.
Any exterior site can go up to a
Exterior
ship?
can go up to a ship. Yeah.
Doesn't
for
have to
1.
be a docking bay or anything like that?
Nope. Docking bay just lets you go from docking bay to docking bay on different planets or on a ship or wherever. Let's send Wooher up to the Victory class.
Okay. You're not leaving that stormtrooper there, right?
I am, but the question for me is, it's 1 per shuttle, right? They can't shuttle together.
Yeah, it's got to be 1 each.
Daniel's saying, by the way, you can't move to deep space as a starship. You have to have a planet system on the table to move to it. So you have to wait till I get to Tatooine.
Yeah.
1 per. Okay, great. Yeah, I am leaving that there. No reason.
There's obviously some kind of a trap here.
Or maybe I'm just, testing your Star Wars CCG metal. Now, the notable component right now is that I have 4 ability here finally.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, if you had enough ability up there, like if you could deploy enough ability, that could get really saucy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hoping you can't. H2WM. That stormtrooper's like, where's everybody going? I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Is there anything I need to know about the metagame? Is it like a card where what you would lose, I lose instead kind of stuff?
Maybe. I don't have that card. I can't make it horrible for you. I can just make it not so bad for me.
Okay. Yeah,
and I didn't have the force to get him off of the planet.
Fair. Okay, activate.
Daniel says, I feel like we learned this lesson last game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going to take a pretty relaxed turn here. Can this guy go anywhere to hide?
Not currently.
Okay, he can't like park down here in Mos Eisley? Not a starship or a capital ship, surely.
I don't think so. He might be able to go to a docking bay, but I don't think so.
Can't dock a big ship like that.
You do have a drain available.
Yeah, drain 1.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna deploy nothing.
Okay. Battle.
And yeah, we'll pay 1 to do a battle there.
All right. I have 1 power, no ability. 1 ability.
Okay.
You have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Got the big die, so it feels more important.
I may move that Wolfman in. I don't think I need to. Just 2 more.
Yeah, capital ships can't go in docking bays for what it's worth.
Because then you could pile on this towels. We don't want that. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Destiny.
T-Zag saying he dead.
Destiny of 2 or 5.
R2D2.
How about 5?
You got it. So I have an attrition of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have to forfeit here. After I forfeit there, I'm going to play Gook. If I just lost a battle after having forfeited all cards from the battle location, still having battle damage remaining, cancel all remaining battle damage.
Canceled.
Immune to sense. And that's a loss in a round.
All right, then we'll draw. 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 Draw.
Daniel, this is important to know. Your characters can move up to the Corvette for one each. So like even old Daddy Longlegs can be on your ship and given its...
Yeah, but like if I move both these guys up, it's just 2 more power. In no world do I get ability up here.
They have ability.
Their raw ability contributes to the ship.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it doesn't say adds to.
Yeah,
like it says adds everywhere else.
I'm pretty sure the ability counts.
Okay.
Pilots on the ship.
Okay. Well, then we definitely want to do that. So if their ability contributes not just in their battles, but in battles of the ships that they're on, I'm in.
Daniel Wick says Han Solo pilots contributes his ability. Everyone's saying pilots will add, but David Vegel's saying even the passengers add their ability.
Okay.
But pilots are the only ones that add their power, whatever it says.
Okay, so all ability gets added. So I can throw a towels up there if I want to.
Yeah, sure.
Huh.
Docking base says ability just needs to be because they're on the ship. You know, it's like man the guns, do whatever. So
yeah, they're cool.
In it.
Okay, hold on a second then. Okay, then this is all backwards. What's your power over here?
6
plus nothing?
They add nothing. They just have their ability.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then move.
You're like, this just became a very different kind of game.
Move.
Mm-hmm.
And then draw. And
Top Deck CCG saying only pilots add to ability, but I don't think that's right. Is that right?
passengers do or don't?
Let's look at this rules reference. Passengers. I like that people still really just don't know. Passengers are any character aboard a starship or vehicle who are not acting as a pilot or driver. Passengers aboard a vehicle or starship participate in battles at the location of that vehicle or starship, but may not apply their ability toward drawing battle destiny.
No ability for passengers. You just said it. They do not apply their ability.
It's amazing the reality of this.
Yeah, the rules. Read it again.
Passengers are characters aboard a starship. They participate in battles at the location of that vehicle or starship, but may not apply their ability toward drawing battle destiny.
Okay, they don't apply their ability. Passengers don't apply their ability. You heard it here first.
But you can forfeit.
But they do apply their forfeit. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm done.
David Vegel saying, here I learn over 10 years later that I've been playing all wrong. That's what's amazing.
That's why we're here.
Oh. Let me see Longlegs.
Let me say, can aboard starships or something?
Adds to the power of capital starships she pilots. Legs too long to board starfighters or enclosed vehicles, so that's fine. Adds to the power, maneuver and power. No, adds to the power of any starship he pilots. So the question is,
KFC works with the capital ship.
This is what I need to know is on the ability, because I thought my entire plan was getting these guys that have ability up on the ship because I thought it counted.
Oh, right. That's a bummer. Reshuffle. Start over.
I'm just trying to look. I think I've played it that way literally forever.
Nobody knows how to play this game. I love it so much. It's so funny. Yes, KFC can be on a ship because it says.
Let me look at pilot anyway.
It's got the little pilot icon. This is Cal Founal.
It specifically says adds power to capital ships.
Got the little pilot icon in the corner there, the yellow pilot helmet, and then says adds 2 to the power of capital ships. but cannot board starfighters or enclosed vehicles. So, capital starship.
All right, let's read the
Good.
pilot rules.
Good to go.
Characteristic that allows a character to control and move a starship, combat vehicle, or shuttle. A starship, combat vehicle, or shuttle must have a pilot to move and to use power, maneuver, hyperspeed, land speed, weapons, and devices. When a pilot character is deployed or moved aboard a vehicle or starship, that character is considered to be acting as a pilot if sufficient pilot capacity is available. You may designate which characters are acting as pilots at any time during a deploy or move phase. Any pilots aboard a starship or vehicle in excess of its pilot capacity are passengers and thus may not enhance the starship or vehicle. Any modifiers to a pilot's personal power do not increase the bonus that pilot grants to a starship or vehicle. And that's the end of that section.
Okay, we're fine.
But my
you're host.
Yeah, I'm just
entirely
host. Well, that's fine. Let me just look at something. Looking for ability.
You could throw those guys back down. Get 2 force back.
Well, my past 4 turns are rocked by that.
Yep.
Recognition. And my deck.
Let's rebuild, reshuffle. I think
we might be at that phase.
I think we're at that phase. Yeah.
Let me just look at some cards.
Okay, let's take a look. Take a look.
Okay.
The Death Star coming down. I mean, is it 7 turns of just losing?
It'll eventually get there.
That's in the description of it whenever you. Sir, I think we should build this giant space ball. It will eventually get there.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
We'll just work it out.
All right, we moved up to
they're
the
there
thing.
for forfeit.
We're there. Yeah, initiate a battle. I dare you.
I think knowing what I know now, I would just push the tempo here a little more.
Yeah.
But that's fine. All right. Did you do your turn?
You won't beat me on Tatooine.
You moved.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Mine.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Impossible. I've got too many aliens.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, if I put an unpiloted X-Wing up here, can I put one of these in it as a pilot?
You have to move them, but yes.
But does it happen all at once?
No, so move is during the move phase.
So I deploy an empty X-Wing.
You can deploy something directly into it. So technically there's deployment rules where when you're putting a ship out that's empty, you can deploy a character along with it.
Oh.
You have to pay the cost.
But you just deploy them together.
They come out together.
Okay,
yeah.
So if I want to deploy an X-Wing and put Han in it.
You would have to deploy it and then wait, and then in the move phase, move Han to it.
So just sits there. What if I don't move to it, though?
Just in space.
But it can't. I don't think we can play a pilotless X-Wing in space. Somebody said you can't.
You just can't do anything with it.
Okay, hold on. No, you need to deploy. You can't deploy the X-Wing. You can deploy it if there's presence. X-Wing has to have a pilot. During move phase, no power. Yeah.
Yes, it's as good as mine.
We all wrote the rules of this game together. That's how this worked. Whoever you were playing it with was the rule book.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to figure it out.
Now, this does say it can hold one vehicle on the Corvette itself.
So you could put the X-Wing on it.
And then can I forfeit an X-Wing that's on there?
All
Get
right.
into the advanced rules now. We're playing some Star Wars.
Star Wars. Okay. All right. Well, I'm making this bed, so I may as well make it happen. Let's go.
So we can have empty X-Wings if we already have presence there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna believe that.
All right, I'm going to pay 2 for Commander Prodigy. He is a pilot, so he will count his ability of 2. But I'm still only currently at ability of 3. Then I will...
Top deck, how do you put a pilot on an empty ship if you don't... How do you do that?
Which thing?
The needs a pilot.
So you can technically deploy a ship with a pilot, but you can also deploy a ship with a pilot and then later move them both, like swap them with a move.
Okay. So an empty ship can never come out by itself.
Apparently.
Never.
But, you know, a thing that has a pilot on it, though, can. A permanent pilot.
Yeah. Okay.
Garandan is -1 for each Imperial I have, as long as you have a Rebel of ability greater than 2 here, which you do.
Yep.
So he's just forfeit bait. Then I will literally pass to the move phase. I'm going to pay 1. Parsec 1. And then these will go under. Go ahead.
Empty ships go to docking bays.
Sitting at the docking bay.
All right. Well, you looking for a battle up there? What's your ability up there?
Not enough.
Okay. Great.
But I have plenty of forfeit bait. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get ready for... Now, does this woo her work?
At the beginning of the control phase, weapons or droids at the same site. This is a system.
Okay, this is a system.
Yeah.
Doesn't work for anything. All right, here we go. Getting some money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chris, I haven't seen the preview about for Jericho on Flathead's site.
Blank, that is so funny. Thank you for that.
You see Michael's comment? He said you can deploy an empty ship. No, blank. That's the comment. Waiting to see if anyone finds the U ruling for Marvel Champions while digging through the Star Wars CCG rules.
All right, here we go. It's time. Wait a minute. If I put C-3PO on this ship as a passenger, it says total power at same site is +2 for each of your droid rebel pairs, including C-3PO. With this pair, add +2 to this space battle.
So I'm pretty sure site is this.
Oh, it says site. Okay.
Let me just verify.
Not
that
the same
definition.
ship, but
Yeah.
the same site.
Yeah, because we're at a system.
3PO, we don't need
That's what
you.
the planet is.
We don't need you, 3PO.
So sites are horizontal.
Yeah.
And systems are vertical.
Okay. 2 4-strand. 4, I forget. I've got all these empty ships in my hand and nothing to do with them.
Not that one. This one.
Okay. Okay. 2 to put old Cabe here. During control phase, you can target an opponent's weapon and mess with it. So watch out for that.
Chris saying Jericho might make round 1 Rhino possible.
That's exciting. Owen Lars is coming out here into the Dune Sea. He's looking for his
Come on.
lost. Okay, and then your power what's? Give me the die.
6.
And I'll be at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, also, when present, R2 and C-3PO can't use their game text at his wherever he's at. So I'm at 8.
He's got nonsense. All right. Initiate battle. Into space. You ready for the flip?
What are you at? 9 plus a flip?
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 2. I don't know. Hold on a second. Han can cancel and draw again. What are your attritions over there? And then
3, 3, 3, 3.
yeah, so you're just
5.
gonna lose a pilot basically.
So I'm down by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll have to lose a pilot.
So even this number being higher is really not that significant because you've got 5 guy over there. It'd have to be a 5 or higher to change the outcome of this.
These are all 3s.
Didn't this guy get 5 for some
No,
reason?
that has 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so technically if it was 2 more, I'd have to get rid of 2 of these pilots.
Uh-huh. Is it worth it? Because I could also draw a 0. Same outcome.
Oh, like try it again with
Let's
Han.
haunt it. What happens to it? Cancel your previous destiny and draw again. How
It'll
do I...
just go to use pile. All
Okay.
Destiny goes to use after it's done.
Ha!
That's a 0. I got distinctly worse.
Same
Could you do
idea.
Han again?
No. Once during battle.
So I lose by 3? It's the same outcome, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll lose this guy.
Well, but you don't have to lose from the board.
Yeah, but that's what I want to do.
Okay. All right. That's excellent. All right, draw.
Mm-hmm.
And draw. Okay. Let's go.
All right, so I get 7.
Yeah.
You ready for this? How many do I have? This is the True Might of the Empire. You ready for this? Y'all ready
Sure.
for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
I will deploy the Conquest for 8. So now my power is high.
Ability still what? Enough?
Now I'm at enough, and I'm at 17 power.
This guy's got ability. These starships have ability naturally.
They each have 1 naturally. This guy is 9 power. So he's 6 plus a pilot of 2, and this is just naturally at a 9.
That's big.
So that cost me 8. And then we'll go to the next round.
No battle?
I didn't have a force.
Oh, no way.
Is that right?
I'm going to escape.
7, 8. No, I had force left over.
I don't think so.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Activate. Six. Got that money. Okay. So now I'm in a world of pain here.
Dave Vengel, I'm rethinking my life after this. Oh, John. Okay, I put my extra force on the reserve deck. So hold on a second. I thought I had more to like move the Death Star and battle you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where we're at. So I think I had 2 force left.
Sure.
Which I'll just put from the bottom. So during the battle phase, I am going to initiate battle here. That was my...
Right.
Things kept going weirdly for me because I'm way ahead. So I'm at 9 plus 8, 17, and I'm drawing Destiny.
Okay. Great. Me too?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
4. So 21 and an attrition of 4.
Okay. And then I'm at 9, 10, 11. So I'm losing by 10 and I've got to satisfy the 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll satisfy the 4 on Ostrich Man.
And he's actually a forfeit of 5.
And
So
that's
that-
5. And so I've got 5 more.
You lost by how many?
10.
Yeah.
1, 2. No pilots for those guys.
Like, I'm out of here.
3. Brainiac. 4, 5.
Yeah, so I actually initiated the battle. I used my force for my Star Destroyer, and I put the extra back on top of my deck. Which actually, no, these should still be on the bottom. It should have been the top 2 cards, because I put them back on top to go to the bottom, because I'm using 1 to move the Death Star and 1 to fight, which is what happened. So then this goes to the use pile, because it was my Destiny, and it goes back under. Then that's the end of my turn. Now it's back to you.
Okay. Never tell me the odds. 6.
Yeah, so like one, what happens to the characters aboard a ship that gets forfeited? Because that's another relevant option. If you get rid of this and they bounce down, if that's, I don't
That
know how
would
that
be
works.
amazing. That can't be. That's not how space works. If your ship gets blown up, you don't just land on the
I
nearest
assume
planet.
you also get
You
blown
got
up.
it. You would
Yeah.
also get.
But you kind of want to get Han off the ship before you let it go.
Yes.
But if you get rid of it, obviously I can't just keep fighting you. They'll go away.
Yeah, they gotta
That's what
die.
happens. There are like evacuate cards where it's like escape pod. If that happens, your characters bounce off and the ship gets blown up, which is relevant against Star Destroyers. Because this fleet ain't getting any less saucy.
Okay. Let's drain you for 2.
Mm-hmm. Let's go 1 here and 2.
Okay. Let's throw a Rebel Trooper down here with Owen for free. And let's go to the move phase.
Yeah.
We'll move here.
Does the junkyard let you put ships there as well?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's so cool.
No, vehicles, droids, weapons.
Okay, if it was also your
It'd
ship
be
crashed down there.
sick. Now let me make sure that this isn't the right thing to do. And then you would do, let's see.
If you have another planet you can get down, that would be super helpful.
Yeah, but I move to it, then you move to it.
But I have to pay 2 to move both of them.
You wouldn't need to move both of them.
No, to get ability I would. That's how I got to 4.
Yeah.
But I also can't move and fight on the same turn, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm also just thinking like I don't have anything in my hand that's good in that goes in space.
Yeah.
So like eventually you'll just control 2 and it's gonna give you 2 force things, so you get 2 extra resources. And then you'll just start draining me for 1 for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not
It's particularly if you have that card I had,
I'm not super into it.
which is the cancel the rest of the damage. Did you put one of those in?
I think there's 1, yeah.
Yeah. That's a really powerful card for you.
Yeah, I don't know why I would force him to keep moving. Let's think about the strategy of that.
Okay, so
So I play a planet, it's Kessel.
Mhm.
It gives you 2 force, it gives me 1 force.
Yeah.
And then I pay 1 to move to it.
Yeah. So if I don't move there, you get to drain me
Yeah,
for 1.
that's not even an option though. You'll move there.
Maybe.
Why wouldn't you?
So 1, I control this and I can drain you for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I get +2 right now at all these sites. But more importantly, if I'm gonna have to spend 2 resources around to chase you.
I guess my point is why do you care about ability?
It's because I can just go punch you, like with a 9.
Yeah.
Then you lose 3. But yeah, that makes sense.
So
I get what
like,
you're saying.
I play a planet here. I pay 1 to move. You now drain me for 2.
Yep.
You pay 1 to move.
Yep.
Like let's just say this guy.
Yep.
Okay.
So now it's 9 to 5. So even
Yeah.
if I just fight you straight up.
And you can't fight on that turn. So then we're done with that turn. Then it comes to me. The only hazard that you have is if I can pile in 3 ability here to force attrition here and then initiate a battle. That's your hazard there, right?
Yeah, I would definitely move this one to the same location as you for that reason.
So you
Like
move them both.
I would instead of moving this one, I would actually move this because I have attrition built in.
Right.
So that if you did get
Then if I
ability,
manage to somehow pile in like 7 things and get ability and then attrition you just lose a couple of pilots.
but I think your real win condition, I think you're right, because like not giving me the extra force, because eventually I'll have the force and the force drain.
Yeah,
You're
then you're
eventually gonna lose that fight.
Because Kessel's draining me for 2 then or 1 every turn.
Yeah, but like you will eventually lose that battle against me.
Yeah.
So because of that, I think your real strategy is you need more Tatooine locations.
Yeah, so I'm
down.
trying to get more of
And
these.
and you loaded down here, so like
Yeah.
you just pile in.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm trying to get the Death Star over to you so I can blow you up.
What's David saying? So you keep Han on it because he's ability 3. Then you move.
You're at ability 4 at that point.
Yeah.
So you already have attrition.
So then you would move both ships because you would want attrition as well. But then at any point, if a battle is initiated, I'm losing Han and or the Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you would lose like 1 or 2
Wooher.
Wooher. I don't understand how that's good. So I'm going to follow my heart here.
Now, the biggest downside right now is that I'm also going to just immediately fight you with 17 plus a destiny draw. So like you're currently set up to lose 12
true.
plus just off of this first
That's important
thing.
too. That's important.
So like for me to gain 12 or 14 damage, that's probably why it's worth it.
Yeah, because this is just going to be a ton of cards lost.
Even if all you literally do is put the planet out and move, then you're moving and dividing my big victory
I
against
can
you.
at least put it off, basically.
Yeah, because like even that, if I move this 8 over there and draw destiny somehow, you're only going to lose 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So then like it has to be 6 more turns of me controlling this as well, and I have to divide my forces to really do that.
Okay, I'm into that. So if you leave Han on then, and you do run, that makes the most sense. Because you forget in the game you can't ever have a lopsided battle or you just lose.
Yeah, which is why this is just like
Okay.
gross.
All right, I get it. I feel it.
Now the threat constantly with the Imperials, right, is that at any point now you know I have more Star Destroyers. So like
You just start plopping.
just like I did here where I played this and fought. It's like that's why they're so dominant in space.
Yeah.
If they just get enough resources, they're just like kablam.
Yeah,
I'm
and
up
I
by
hate
9.
giving you more money, but I'm doing it. Parsec 8, is that right over here?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Okay. And then pay 1 to move here. Han running away to Kessel. He's doing literally the Kessel run.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. Draw. Draw. Draw.
Yeah, you
Draw.
need those sites.
And I'll leave 1.
All right,
Just for good measure, in case a Han cancel or whatever.
I get 9. Two cards in hand, not ideal. See, you do draw Battle Destiny, and I'm not immune to attrition.
Get this Kessel on screen.
Tis a problem.
Kessel? We'll just put Death Star back here with the dice.
Yeah, I just have the die on it. You can do your thing.
A Tatooine with all of its planets. We'll eventually have to turn these sideways.
Yeah. Oh man, this card is amazing every time. Let's see how bad I want to. I think I need cards.
Oh, right. So we need to actually. We zoom out as much as we can, and the game just has too much on it.
Yeah, right.
There's just too much going on.
Oh, and technically these guys are over here at Tatooine. In fact, I'll just put Death Star here.
There we go.
Out in the deep recesses of space.
Bomb. Bomb.
I will force drain you for 2.
Yeah.
Right there. I haven't had that happen in a while.
I can discard from hand, right?
Yeah.
But I like these cards. 2 from the deck. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, yikes.
There goes that card. The big old cancel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will just go to the move phase. I'll pay 1 to move the Death Star to 3. I'll draw. Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna drain you over here on Kessel.
That's fine.
Get drained. Got the kidney planets.
Let's draw. Yes. I love it. Draw. Perfect. Okay, we will go to the end of the round.
Yeah. Over to me. Activate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for me. 7.
That is technically true.
What's up?
If you, if we in the future did the camera where it's wide angled this way.
This is as wide as it can get this way.
Well, I mean, like,
You mean
so
like turn that like
if
that?
I was at the top of the screen, you were at the bottom of the screen,
Ugh.
then it would give us max vertical, but it's fine.
Okay, enter force drain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5?
Yeah, extra 1 on Kessel.
Oh, I didn't know that. Let's go from top rope. There goes Monty. I will be coming to deal with you.
Interesting. Okay. I need more sights.
Yep.
It's the only answer here. I can't do anything without sights. Huh. Okay.
It's true.
My any key. Okay. Well, I've got all these Tatooine things that are doing nothing. Well, let's throw an X-Wing out here.
Gazoom!
Zoom, zoom. We're building a fleet. And then I'm going to go to the draw phase.
Rebels out in Kessel, hiding.
So, nothing can pilot an X-Wing.
Because it's got a permanent pilot.
Right, because it's just an X-Wing. Just an X-Wing.
Yeah.
Okay, drawing. Drawing again. Drawing again. Another one. Another one. Okay.
All right. Mine?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's not the plan I want, friends.
Two, 3, 11, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's deploy some sights to the Death Star. Death Star detention block corridor. Death Star conference room.
Oh, you found him.
I sure
I
did.
found mine too.
We did it. Let's pay 8 for an Imperial class Star Destroyer. Let's pay 2 for Chief Bast. He is a pilot. He gives it +2 power. So this is gonna
What's this?
give me some dice.
What are you doing with this?
We're at 10 and an ability of 3. So that's good. Then
Did you force drain me? Someone said
yeah,
you
she
forgot.
forced training for 2.
For 2?
Yeah.
I've learned better than to do it randomly. I'll tell you that right now. 1.
Steve says nothing more exciting than playing a game with conference rooms. And then Obsidian says, yo, when Lord Vader's in that conference room, it is exciting.
2. All right.
He has
drain.
very high energy meetings. We're going to move. I'm going to move the Death Star 1. I'm going to move the Conquest.
Oh, so I can just deploy this here? Crash Site Memorial? It says you may place lost vehicles, droids, weapons, and devices here instead of lost pile.
Yeah, when you would lose it.
So even whenever it's just attrition or from the force drain.
Yeah,
Okay,
nice.
okay.
That's awesome.
That's easy.
That's actually really great if you have specific like items you're looking for.
Yeah,
Just lose from top of deck until you find them.
I understand that.
Then I will draw and draw.
What's your ability over here?
4.
4, yeah.
Magic number.
Okay. 4 it is.
Oh, people saying they have to be lost from the table.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, that would be like bustedly good, I would imagine.
People saying read my Kessel. Mine says if I control Kessel Run is canceled or prevented.
Okay.
Got me with that, Obsidian.
All right, over to me. Should have done that last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for Steven. Okay. Are we just gonna do this?
So basically, my bet is
You wanna go?
You can fight and draw Destiny. You need Destiny greater than 4 to cost me a Star Destroyer. But I'm also at 19 power plus a Destiny.
My Electro binoculars.
You know, 4 strain.
All right, well, let's start with throwing a moisture farm out here.
All right. It's in the outdoors, so you can put it where you want it.
Your favorite and mine. Just let me know if you ever need to know what's going on in this pile.
I don't. I'm never going
Oh,
back
I need to
there.
drain you too. Drain 2 there.
I hate sand.
It's everywhere, man.
It gets everywhere.
We're farming. I feel like it should be next to the Dune Sea, honestly.
I'm going to go one random. Hope it's not a commence primary ignition.
Okay. Now we got to think about our lives. We're going to put Beirut on the moisture farm for free.
This
Because
would
that's
be
where she lives.
a really great time for me to have a you overestimate their chances in my hand. This is the ideal scenario where your opponent's fighting to get destiny, but you have more power.
Hope you don't have it. All right, let me see what I actually want to do here. 2, 4, 6. All right, I'm going to give this a shot. 2 for next
There
one.
it is. Let's go.
2 for red 1 with wedge.
Oh my goodness, this is going to go poorly for me. Can't you feel it?
All right, so let's calculate this. We've got power 3, 4, 5, 6 because of wedge.
Mm-hmm.
We've got power 3 and 3, so 6 here. Just put them in stacks. We've got 5, 6, 7 here. $19.
I'm also at 19.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Battle.
You paying for it? Drawing destiny?
Let's
It's a
go.
big flip.
5, R2.
2.
R2. The destiny says
Yes.
yes. Get dead.
Yep. So I'll sacrifice conquest.
You guys are freaking out. It's so awesome.
I sacrificed the conquest.
I gotta do what? What was your 3?
Nothing.
You
I
flipped
had
a 3
a
at least, yeah?
two attrition.
We lost an X-Wing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You can't hate that. Oh, this... No, it doesn't go there. It goes there.
You can't hate that.
You
This
can't
is
hate
real.
that.
This is real Star Wars CCG, by the way.
Okay, done.
Okay, mine. I get 12.
David rightly saying total Star Wars movie plotline.
I got ambushed. Deploy the
It could
fleet.
definitely go bad the other direction.
Drain 2?
though. 2 coming. Are these locations or systems?
Systems.
Are these locations?
They're all locations.
Everything is a location.
Sites, systems,
All
locations.
This stew here. I'm doing 2 random. Dang. You're not going to fight on the ground, right? Okay.
No, that's yours forever.
Bowcaster's gone.
It's basically, I have to get to Tatooine and blow it up before you drain me completely on these sites. That is the new rule.
Rando.
Oh. My officer, that was my destiny draw, went to my used pile.
Right on. We'll do that forever.
Okay.
All right. I've satisfied your drain.
All right, deploy phase. I'll pay 2 for Colonel Wolf Yularen into my conference room. While I control this with the leader, my commence primary ignition is +1. He is a leader.
It's so funny to watch
Side note.
this.
Then we're going to go to the move phase. I'm going to spend 1 to bring in the reinforcements.
Yeah. We'll keep churning, buddy.
Yeah. Now it's a back and forth game, all game. I'll spend 1 to move the Death Star to 5. Boom, boom, boom. Then we're gonna start drawing because I don't like losing random cards.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. There's really no reason for me to save. I'm just going to start drawing.
Can I attack that Death Star yet?
No. Let's keep going. And keep going. Oh, oh.
2.
Hold on, I
4,
got to do some
5,
algebra.
6,
You
7,
go ahead.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, drain you for 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to have to figure what I'm doing now. One, 2, 3.
Okay. We're in the end game now. I'm going to pay 2 to put Luke's cape on Han.
Cheater.
What?
Nothing?
Did I cheat?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I was just saying you have the Luke's cape on Han.
Yeah.
You keep taking your time. I'm gonna get some water and use the bathroom before.
Oh, I need a 9. Yeah, I need to
Blowing up
activate 9.
planets is heavy lifting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you. I didn't count for the next R2 draw, David. No, I don't know the game well enough yet to care about that. I will though. I will. I should keep fighting here. Is he still at 8 for real? 2 to the power of any starship. Okay. Passenger, passenger. So 2, 6, so 8, that's correct. And then 8, 2 to the power of any starship, so 10, that's correct. 18, okay, to 16 with a draw. Yeah, I'm doing that, David. But don't forget, he reads this chat too, so you better clear it out. Start typing a bunch of messages so Zach doesn't see it. So my plan, I counted it out. So basically Han, battle, escape, escape, escape. So I've got 3 floating. I'm going to draw these. Nailed it, guys. It's so funny. Man, it always creates crazy moments. That's the thing. Do you think this is too dangerous? Should I put... I can put 3PO right here. Because I just don't want it to be like trooper, 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 battle.
You gotta be careful spreading out.
Well, I got to be careful. Bear is over here by herself.
Oh, when did that happen?
Oh, last turn.
Really?
Yeah.
Good to know. Yeah, like right now, her just hanging out, it could be bad.
Yeah.
Actually, really bad.
But like,
if I have the heat.
Then what? I lose a little bit here, and then I can move a Wolfman over there. So that's actually what I needed to know. And in fact, if I've got these guys, then you probably put the moisture farm in the middle. which I'll do that next time. Okay, so I'm done deploying. Battle. Initiating. Battle in space.
Oh, really? Okay. What are you at now?
Oh, I don't know.
16 to my 18.
16 to 18. You got ability over there?
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't battle you.
I don't think, I thought you were going to run because you lost your X-Wing and I basically kept my same power because I moved over.
What kind of forfeit you got over there? 3s?
3, 3, 3. But I have multiple 3s.
Yeah.
So, like, you're not going to cost me a Star Destroyer at this point. And I have 2 3s before I even get to anyone that
Yeah, I'm not going to battle then. Get that out of here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to battle.
My presumption is now it's just a game of us moving our fleets.
Okay.
Now, one thing you can do to make that easier for you is if this has ship capacity of 1, you can like put a ship on it and then pay 1 to move the whole
Has
thing.
ship docking capability.
Yeah,
When do I do
ship-
that?
During the move phase. But
Okay.
ship docking doesn't, it's a free move. Every card can make one of their free moves a turn. That's one of them.
Okay. So I can put both of these ships in here.
Only,
And
you can put one of them on there.
only one.
Because it's got a ship docking capability of 1.
It doesn't say a number, just says it has it.
4 passengers in 1 vehicle. Maybe not. Let's look this up. What was I looking at before?
Daniel's saying the Corvette doesn't have capacity, but
Okay.
ship docking, does that mean it can dock with other ships?
I don't know. I'll look. Hold on.
It can't carry anything, apparently. It
One
means
regular move a turn.
okay. Let you move characters between ships. That's the whole idea.
Okay. So they can basically, characters can go onto the ship and onto different, like,
Yeah.
I got
Okay,
it.
we can move them around. Okay. Well, maybe if I'm not going to battle there, then maybe I should drop C-3PO on the moisture farm.
Scott Johnson, if you have it in your hand, it's a good idea. He says if you have hyper escape in your hand, question mark. Basically, you could leave someone so I can't drain, and then if I initiate a battle, use a hyperspace to get out of there.
Yeah. There's some strategy there. I will at least send some folks. Yeah, I can just leave an X-Wing here if I have hyperspace, which I do. Let's move to...
Daniel's saying move to the Death Star. Can they move the Death Star? Did we determine that?
Got a hyperspeed of 5, so I can move
so
5
I'm at
parsecs.
5. So you could technically get there, but the question mark was deep space.
But you're in
stuff
deep
earlier.
space.
One is not simply find the Death Star. That's no moon. It's fine if you do.
Yeah, apparently we can move there as normal.
All right, let's go.
What's the difference between deep space? Oh, deep space and a plane doesn't matter as long as it's on the right parsec, I guess. All right, so 1. I kind of got to keep these together, right? 2. Because if you put one, if you expose one, then you're in a bad spot.
Get these back on the table. That light.
I really need one more. Oh, I shouldn't be looking at that. I really need one more ability.
What is it? You mean here?
Well, like if these guys can move together with ability, and this can move together with ability, and then you couldn't just like dump and like be like, oh, I'm just
Because
gonna.
with these out too, now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get 12 force every turn. So like I can do some
Yeah, you can start
serious
dumping,
business with 12.
bumping and dumping. So what do you do? Let's take that move back. I want to go to Tatooine, and I also want to go to the Death Star. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. 1, 2.
Dieter, even if you're not on YouTube, I think the chat works both directions.
Hey, look at me. I'm gonna send a Corvette up here.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are going over to Tatooine.
It's my home base. I see what you're doing.
See what happens. Let's just see what happens.
You're wily.
Play the game
Wooly.
to know the game.
Oh, wily woolly.
All right, over to you.
All right.
Now I need to draw some cards here.
I get 12 force. We're in the end game now. People saying red one. Red one can move. He's got a pilot and a
Pilot and hyperspeed of 5.
and then Astromech. Dieter, yeah, I was thinking this when I went and got some water. This game is awesome. In the weirdest ways.
No nav computer? What in the world are you possibly talking about? Where's a nav computer?
Isn't that just the little R2 unit? Yeah, Astromech. The Astromech sign is a nav comp. This is Astromech
Okay,
/ nav.
yeah, he's got a nav. Yeah.
Dave was saying couldn't see it. He does have one. Yeah, all right, we're good.
Suddenly an X-Wing can move, but a red one can't? What's going on with that?
What is, yeah, all right.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right, well, I know what I have to do.
Just doing rebel stuff.
I'm going to deploy my Kessel on top of your Kessel. Worse for you.
Great.
I'm going to pay 4 for 2 Death Star gunners in the conference room.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I should reverse this. So there's things that are important. The super laser can shoot capital ships, not starfighters. Read to me that thing.
Yeah, so this is a weapon, just like a normal weapon. I can target a capital starship of the Death Star system using 4 force, draw 2 destiny. If it's greater than your army, it's destroyed.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just reverse it.
Yeah, my super laser can blast your capital.
That's why they didn't send Corvettes there in New Hope.
That's right.
Okay.
All right, so I deployed 2 gunners. Just so you're aware, these 2 each add 2 to my commence primary ignition test.
Okay.
So I'm at +5 just right now.
Okay.
And I need to get to 8 is the magical number.
With your destiny draw.
With my destiny draw, you got it.
To kill all of Tatooine or
Well, my destiny draw, I also add these.
Okay.
Every Death Star site counts as an extra 1. So I'm technically at 7 without a destiny draw.
And I can't get up there.
You can't get there yet. If you have the docking bay for the Death Star, or if there was a docking bay, you could get there. Let's go to the... Oh, I drain you for 1 on Kessel.
Taking
Before
1.
all that happens.
That's hilarious. Owen's already out, right? I can get rid of an Owen.
Mm-hmm.
He's somewhere in that mess.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to the move phase. I'm going to move the Death Star 1.
Mm-hmm.
Getting there.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here.
You're doing what you need. I'm almost out. So you're doing
like
the plan.
I need like
3 more
15 more
locations,
sites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll also move both my Star Destroyers.
How much does that commence card cost?
0.
Really?
To here.
Okay. The
Yeah,
guys here.
cost. No, it costs X, where X is the total sites at the location. So it would cost me 3 right now to fire.
Okay.
So you had 6 out there. I could fire. I'd have to pay
You'd have
6.
to pay 6. Okay.
Then I'll draw. That would have been nice. Draw. Draw. Well, let me count. We will not draw anymore.
Okay. Over to me.
Yep.
Okay. Drain you 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3.
Not Kashik. Okay, then we're going to, I'm going to activate my force, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for me.
H2W. That's no moon. Now here's the question. At the Death Star, if there was a battle, do these count as things that can attrition? I do not want to attrition any of them, but I'm just curious for future Death Star related games.
Yeah, because it's like counting as a ship. Or
This counts as like a planet.
so if I initiate a battle here, it's only what's outside. That would count.
But this is a weapon I can use at that planet.
Okay.
But I can't target starfighters. These don't count. That makes sense.
Okay. All right. All right.
Jason, we all know it's not going to be in deep space. It's going to be orbiting Tatooine.
All right, we're going to start with the Trimmer and the Force. Insert this face down into your deck.
No.
Shuffle and cut.
Here, let's put it in a black sleeve.
Yeah.
So I can't tell. We need to be able to see it though, right? I'll put it in a black sleeve like this so we can see it.
Yeah, sure.
Or actually, this is fine.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see it. And then what happens?
We shuffle it. Let me shuffle it.
Opponent cuts deck without looking. The effect reaches the top. It's immediately lost, but you can't activate force. So you shuffle, and then I won't look and I'll cut.
This could be Bugatti. You just can't activate force. You get like one.
All I need is, I really just need one to get the Death Star in place.
Yeah. You're supposed to know where it is? No way. How's that possible? Oh, I guess you don't have a choice to not activate it, right?
Okay, yeah. Let's just put it back in the normal sleeve.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's it. So
There it was. My David Blaine on you.
And in fact, once it's in a normal sleeve, it's just the white sleeve. And we can both see how close to the top it is. You can flip it normal because we'll know.
Okay. So then you cut without looking? Because you can't know where the...
Yeah. So I'll just...
All right, there's...
Ready?
Here's your card.
There it is.
All right. Nice.
Uh-oh. Close to the top. That's a cool card. See, this game has moxie, man.
The cream always rises to the top. Okay, I have no way of winning. I need to think harder. Probably put some things on Kessel. When you come to Tatooine next turn, do these things come with you naturally when the Death Star moves?
If this is orbiting, yes. And if this is orbiting Tatooine, everything is there. That's my big plan.
So I don't want to be there. Or else do I have to be there? To try to fight? How do you even try to fight?
I don't know.
And what does Commence do? Does it just kill the planet and all the sites and all the stuff?
If it's successful, it blows the planet up. Everything on the planet and every location on the planet is lost.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a rebel base, which it's not, you would actually lose force for every icon you had there and extra force for the characters there, I believe.
So this has got to happen at some point.
But like if it blows up, you have to then recognize that you're playing a game at these planets, which just favors me.
Yes, it sure does. It sure does. Okay, I guess we'll just go to the move. I guess I'll move to Kessel. Nah. I'll leave something on Tatooine there. These two are going to Kessel.
Okay.
It's going to cost me 2. And these guys are about to get blown up anyway. So then we'll start drawing.
What up, Tom? This is the original Star Wars CCG from the 90s.
Good.
All right, mine.
Yeah.
To activate, there it is. I got 1 force. Is it wasp?
Yes, I drained, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did, yeah.
Because I'm drained of hand. I'm going to deploy a Death Star Central core on the Death Star.
Did I seriously not drain?
I think you did.
I could have sworn that I did.
That's when I got rid of Kashyyyk. Remember, you were like, "Oh no, not Kashyyyk."
I don't know.
Literally
That could have been a long time ago.
I think that was
We
literally
don't
last
know.
turn.
We don't know.
Luckily, I still have some force. So we'll go to the move phase. I'll move the Death Star to 7, so it's going to go ahead and be at Tatooine.
Yeah, I drained. Yeah, but it's cool. Yeah.
And this is the decision. What's your destiny over here?
None.
Or your ability?
Abilities 3.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think I just wait. Okay, I'll just pass.
Okay.
It's about to go down, though. Also, every side I blow up costs you a force as well.
Okay. Drain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, you don't drain here.
Why not?
Because I'm there.
Oh, all that stuff there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5.
Plus 1 for castle. Oh, no, that's not
That's the other
again.
castle.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay, activating. Keith is.
They're saying the ships are at Tatooine.
Can you choose when you move there?
So during the move phase, if that's the case, let's back up for a second. How many did you drain me? 5?
5, yeah.
I'm going to do... I have 2 left to move with, so I will. Because I think I have to basically do this. What's your ability here?
Ability there's 4.
Let's move here, and this will move to Tatooine.
Okay.
To basically stop the drain and have the attrition bait.
Stop the drain.
So then you can actually drain.
Okay.
I assume you still drain for 3.
Yeah. Is there like do you get bonuses over here from the Death Star if we fight in space?
I could use the weapon, but I don't have the force to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I just have an 8 power star destroyer that doesn't get to draw destiny.
Okay.
But I basically have these 2 destiny baits just to stop you from draining.
Yeah. Okay. Asking for a friend, can I deploy Astromechs directly onto ships? Or do I need to like an Astromech shoot? Or like a...
I don't know.
You know, with this game, like, do I need an Astromech Ferris wheel on Tatooine?
Is all of your deck active force for you right
yes.
now?
Yeah.
I don't know. They also have Astromechs on them, so I don't know that you can have more Astromechs on them.
Mm-hmm. But then how do you add an Astromech to anything? Oh, it says it right here on the card.
Mm.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
We do, Jason. We got it.
Let's just slide all this nonsense over. Let's be honest. Just just
Deploy the fleet. I've learned a lot this game. But
yeah.
the way the fights are happening is way more reminiscent of the game that I remember. And it's cool to get back into it. There's definitely things like even having something powerful here, someone being able to deploy a bunch of stuff and fight immediately is great.
Yeah. You can see how this happens. Well, I'm going to do something you never saw coming. Here comes red 5.
Shocking. I'm just gonna put this here for 5.
But it's being piloted by Chewie.
Oh Lord. Adds 2.
Mm-hmm. With an R2 unit.
Jesus. Plus 3.
That's right. Coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to battle.
All right, I'm at 10 to your 17. Plus you have 6 ability here.
Does he not fit in there? How does he not fit? Adds 2 to the power of any starship he pilots. Has the pilot icon. I think he can go in there, right? There's nothing about him that says he can't be in an X-Wing. He doesn't have like the ostrich text. All right, great. Yeah, he definitely fits. Okay, it's just a joke. You never know in this game, though. Okay, adds 2. Adds 2. Plus 3 if he's on red 5.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it.
And what's your total ability?
Total ability is 2. Not 1. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice. You need 6 to draw destiny here.
Oh, hold on. Then. Okay.
You're still way ahead.
Yeah.
I would lose 7 force from this fight. Without
the
attrition,
card, yeah. But...
Which I don't. I could lose 3 here and I have to lose 4. So like I'm almost at the end of my deck at that point.
Well, okay. So what we'll do instead is we'll do this exact thing over here.
Okay.
Same difference essentially. But it does allow me to get an extra card because I'm just trying to get the biggest number possible to run you out of deck.
Okay. So you put that ship over here instead, but these guys are still here.
Yeah, would that make sense? 8 plus 7 over here against 8.
Yep.
So I'd be 7 up there.
And you're 7 up here.
7
They're
up
the
here.
same power.
But I get to draw Destiny there. So that's better, strictly, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I don't have a deck?
Can't draw destiny.
Oh, well, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Can you choose not to put...
Yeah, you don't have to activate all your force. But did you already pay for the battle?
Yeah, I already paid for the battle.
Yeah,
so I can
technically left that card.
Part of the cards,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter either way. You're going to get a destiny here and not here. So it is better here.
Just to get a bigger number.
Yeah, but I do have more soak over here.
Yeah, because this... I was hoping to have a shot at actually blowing that up, which I do not have a shot at.
Not if I don't want it to happen.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me make sure. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Power plus 1 adds 2. Ability is 2. Immune to attrition. Pilot aboard, use power. Okay. No ability there. 2 ability. 3 ability, 4 ability. 5 ability. What's gonna happen here? I guess we just battle? I don't know. How many cards are left in between everything?
Not a lot. 9?
And then
11?
you blow all of this up.
Mm-hmm. You would lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 force plus all of this,
So just 7 force from the deck there.
at least.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Battle here.
Okay, so I'm down by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta do math.
Make sure there's anything weird here.
2, 3.
Okay. I do, Daniel, but if I play it, I can't afford to battle. Red 5, yeah, says may add 1 pilot and 1 astromech. Yeah, I'm saving 1. Yeah, I was 1 force away from the killer. You know, actually, that makes more sense then. If you don't do R2, I can play an X-Wing and get 6 ability.
It's better.
I just liked the idea. So is -3 power and drawing a destiny better?
But the X-Wing's 3 power.
Oh, yeah, then definitely. Okay, R2 in hand.
Brandon says, I have zero idea what's going on, but I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the game. Okay, then we
You
go.
still pay the force for the X-Wing, right?
Yeah, you pay 3 for R2, so you're up 1 force.
Mm-hmm.
You pay for the X-Wing there. That's way better.
Okay, so then you draw 1 destiny.
Same idea, but you draw this. Yeah.
Watch it be a 0.
4.
Well, that makes my decision easy.
That's what I needed.
Uh,
The Tatooine utility belt from
so-
downtown.
I'll cover the damage and sacrifice here to cover the attrition. So it just covers it up.
How much damage did you take there?
Well, I have 12 soak. So unless you win by 12, did you get to 23?
Probably not. 18, 19, 20, 24.
Yeah, so you won over. I will get rid of this card. Nice. That was good.
Yeah, who's laughing now?
All right, mine's
Huey on red 5.
or that's your battle. You have to move and a draw phase.
I have no force remaining. This all recycles. I'm holding on to 1. And that's it.
All right, mine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's activate. I need.
The Chewie on red 5
let me see how
timeline is
many
a
I
pretty interesting
Don't
one.
want to activate. So I need 3. Probably.
We're in the end game now. You gonna blow up it planet? Everybody's going to die. Sorry.
3.
I'm sorry, everybody. This is technically going into my deck. It's kind of sad to know that everything here is about to get blown up.
Maybe. That'd be funny if I missed. Just slam dunk into the rim.
The cameras are clicking. How much do you have to hit? What's your number? 8?
I think I have to get to 8.
What do you have currently?
5, 6, 7, 8. I have to be greater than 8 though, so I need a 1.
If you flip a sight, I'm going to die.
I know. It would be so perfect though.
I would
7 power here.
I would fall over.
Is that right? 7.
Yep.
And
7
you
is
would
still
draw
accurate.
destiny.
I would. You feeling lucky?
No. Got a quality problem here. So what I really need is to blow it away. That's what it is. So I need to have 3 to blow it away. And then I technically need 1 to move to the Death Star. 1 to move the Death Star. That way we're not at the same location right now. Then you're going to get to drain me for some. What, you're at 8? But I can move to 8.
You just moved there.
But I don't want to be where you're at. So how many got left in your deck over there?
I have 1 force ready to go, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 left in the cards.
Okay, it's going to be close. Because in the next round, I really want to be wherever your capital ship is. So you'll drain me for 2 at Kessel. And then I'll just move to your capital ship.
I want to be the very best.
It's fine. All right, let's do that. All right, my turn. I activated during my control phase. We're going to commence primary ignition.
Oh, here we go. It's purple. That's how you know it means business.
Name the system Tatooine. Use X force to target the planet. X equals the total number of sites. So you have 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fire when ready, which is drawing destiny. We're going to wait. I want to tell you the math real quick. If destiny plus y minus z is greater than 8. So the destiny plus y, which is the total number of Death Star sites where my opponent has no presence, is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Minus z, which is the opponent's choice of X total sites at a rebel base, which is Yavin 4 or Hoth.
Don't have any.
Don't have any. So this plus this, but I have control of the conference room with a leader. If I do, it's +1. Each gunner cumulatively adds 2 to the total for commence primary ignition. So I'm literally at 8. And if it's greater than 8, the target system is blown away.
And then what happens? So what happens to the stuff at the system, like the ship?
Well,
Does it go to deep space?
no, I think the ship's fine. Blown away systems. When a system is blown away, the targeted planet or Death Star is destroyed, so the planet is turned face down. And
Wait, you can blow up a Death Star with primary ignition?
when a system is blown away. So you blow away the Death Star when you do the attack run.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just saying when something's blown away, here's what happens. Either the Death Star or the planet is turned face down. Locations which are part of that planet or Death Star, related sites and cloud sectors, and all cards at such locations are lost.
Okay.
Hold on. And all cards at... So would your Star Destroyer also be lost?
I don't know. If it would be, I should move it.
Jason's saying ships are fine. We'll see. If the system you blew away was a rebel base or Death Star, your opponent loses force equal to twice the total number of their force icons. Et cetera, et cetera. The destruction of the planet or the Death Star does not affect related asteroids or any starships or mobile systems in orbit. Turning the system card face down identifies as an unnamed system where cards can still deploy, battle, and move. So this is like the asteroid field. Its only other remaining usable features is its parsec number. The system card may not be deployed again or converted. No sites or cloud sectors may be deployed to the unnamed system, etc., etc.
Apparently, I subtract 3, but I think that's only if it's a rebel base, right?
That's what it says.
Yeah, right?
Opponent's choice of total sites at 1 rebel base, in parentheses, Yavin 4 or Hoth.
Or, is there an or there? Because it says a choice.
Yavin 4 or Hoth. Oh, opponent's choice of X or total sites. X being the total sites of the target. So you actually subtract 3.
Oh,
yep.
No.
So now I need a 4.
That's impossible.
That's not impossible. So I have to hit a 4.
Well, but that's not easy.
Oh, that's my used pile.
Okay. Well, good luck. If you miss, it's a sad day for the dark side.
It was a risk I took.
You're about to get drained like crazy.
If I miss, then this goes to my used pile, and a target Death Star gunner is lost.
Yeah, you get choked. Can you imagine if the Death Star laser just rolls through, misses, and then randomly hits something?
Going out through space.
You're just like driving. Ugh.
All right, well, I need a 4 magically on this top card. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. A stormtrooper! I just want to see how many 4s I had left in my deck. Next card, 4. Next card, 0. Next card, 4.
Oh, wow. 50-50.
And then in my activated pile was a 4 and a 3.
Still 50-50.
And then the rest of my deck was 2s.
Okay. Thanks.
So technically, the Stormtrooper flips. It's used.
You're done.
This goes to the lost pile.
Got choked.
This goes to the used pile.
You can try again then, later.
I mean, if I won't survive that long.
That's David, the same trooper you left alone on Tatooine last time.
It's always the trooper. Okay, so then that was my control phase.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a deploy phase, nothing in hand, battle, nothing. Move, nothing, draw, nothing. End of round, your turn.
You're not going to battle that Corvette?
I don't have the force.
Oh, no. Interesting.
Brandon, like, amazing.
Okay, so I'll activate all but one, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I've got 2 left. Drains. Here's where the magic happens. I did these backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drain for 5. Bun.
From the top.
Well, I'm in no rush, right?
Yeah, you just win.
Yeah. I could risk it all in a battle. Do you have ability here? Oh no, you can like shoot me with that Death Star weapon. I don't want that. Okay. Done.
Mine.
Done, I think. I don't know. Am I supposed to do things? You told me do things. If I put a lightsaber on a character in space, would they still get the force strain? I think so. Maybe I should do it. Let's just, we're good. It's fine. I don't know. Oh, I need to deploy R2. I'm going to do that now. Okay. Yeah, it just says add 1 to force strain where present. That's all it says on the Jedi lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
They say it only works at sight, but that's not how it reads, at least. And then, yeah, I guess she may as well move the Corvette.
Yeah, get it out of town.
Yeah. But, nah, bring it on. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You don't have any cards. It's 8 to 7. I'm flipping.
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
I mean, worst that could happen is I fire the super laser at you.
Does that happen during a battle? It's like a normal weapon.
Yeah, I think I would have to have a weapon segment.
Yeah.
But I can't do that.
Okay, done.
All right. I will activate my force. Doesn't much matter. Then I'll draw.
You have to find a way to not lose 5 cards next turn.
Go ahead.
Drain for 5.
Out.
Yeah.
That's the end of the
boy.
game. So that I definitely have a way greater appreciation for how to actually achieve commence primary ignition. The -3 at the end randomly,
Yeah.
not a part of my calculation.
That's crazy.
But I do think it's possible. The biggest hiccup for me is I had the gunner early. I just didn't have any of my Death Star sights.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have played him, get the super laser like 4 or 5 turns earlier.
Yeah, way better.
And that's a problem. Because once I get this out, my space fights are insane, right?
Yeah, and it's good to know that the more Tatooine sights I have, the harder the Death Star thing is.
But also the harder it hits
Yeah.
when it does hit.
Yeah, true stories.
So it's kind of nice because I have this for +1 and I have 3 gunners in the deck.
Yeah.
So I can get to +7, technically. before, and it's +1 for each Death Star site. So technically, knowing exactly how many of those I have is useful. Not that I would play that.
Also had that hyper escape. I was just wanting you to like try to do something fancy over here and be like,
And be out of there. Yeah, that would be very thematic.
I mean, even though Van San, I should do an attack run deck, which is what we did when we first played.
Yeah.
I kind of like it better. It feels actually more, there's more tension in me like trying to just be on Tatooine and just watching it like, and know that you can't do anything about it. And then this got just super good for me. That R2 flip was absolutely critical.
Yeah, flipping
Twice.
R2 and then he's a monster for that reason.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious to see once we do go to Hoth, if you end up deciding to play on Hoth. There's a lot of cards in the Hoth set that are only playable on Hoth. Like there's a really good Luke and a really good Han.
I'd love to go on Hoth.
Yeah,
I love snow.
So Hoth is a rebel base, which interacts with the Death Star more, and it's only at Parsec 5. So that'll be interesting too.
That will be interesting.
All the hot tools for me, like the AT-ATs and General Veers and that kind of stuff.
Do you usually have to commit to kind of like, I'm doing Tatooine or I'm doing Hoth? Can you do both?
You can do both. But the thing about it is like, you only want so many locations in your deck. So a lot of times you'll use cards that are really good on a certain location or two.
Yeah.
And you'll really play to those couple locations.
Okay. It's making more sense.
And a lot of times it's like, I have my thing, right, which is Death Star. And then you have your thing, which is like Hoth or Tatooine or Yavin or whatever. And then like it's about how do your cards interact with my thing and vice versa. Like how do I actually play to Tatooine or not?
Yeah. And how does a Hoth deck beat Death Star?
Yeah. So usually it's not as like us playing sideways. This was great. Because it's like, even if I'm on Death Star, you can come to the Death Star, you can interact, you can fight in my arena.
So I should probably put one docking bay in, like a Death Star docking bay in my deck, just in case somebody is Death Starring.
If you think people are Death Starring.
I think people are Death Starring.
Well, I mean, in this case, yes.
You can't resist. It's the ultimate power in the universe.
But that's where like it's kind of cool. It's really cool playing in this way where we're not explicitly, here's every card in my deck, but it's way more just like, like if I know you're going to be on Tatooine, that's relevant for certain strategies and cards. And it's just more engaging. In a tournament, you could imagine eventually why it would be so weird.
Yeah.
Because like you might be playing a weird Kessel deck. Or
I
like
would love a weird Kessel
like
deck.
the Dagobah set, which we will open as well after Hoth, is a lot of Jedi training stuff. And the whole Jedi training thing is like, I'm off on Dagobah by myself, training for 60% of the game.
Yeah.
And then Luke comes out as the Jedi and is crazy.
But that is kind of cool. Because
It
you
is.
watch it happen. You know, it's not
In
like
the same way
it's...
that I build the Death Star, I'm charging up and I'm slowly approaching.
And you made a run at Tatooine early, and then they boarded the capital ship, and they're still there.
They're still there.
That's interesting enough story to tell.
That also was a huge slowdown for me in this game because I thought ability applied if they were on.
Yeah, that we kind of screwed up the entire beginning of this one.
Yeah, my entire the where I was putting stuff and how I was doing it was kind of reliant on that. Like, I basically put out stuff here to distract you, to get to a Star Destroyer that would be really hard for you to fight because I had a bunch of ability and attrition soak, and then none of it worked how I thought it did. Yeah. So I didn't. It was like a real tempo swing at that point.
It's like when you got the hand order wrong in poker, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, well, I had a straight, but you had a full
I've been betting
house,
this whole time, and here we go.
That's exactly it. So that was really fascinating. I totally dig this.
Yeah, me too,
My
man.
appreciation
Actually,
for what's going on is so much higher.
Being able to go from the beginning and see it unfold in an actual kind of a more methodical way is so much better than having all the sets available. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I know better than ever what's going on. Also, the KFC is so good.
Long legs?
Yeah. It costs $0.
I like that we're calling it KFC. I love it.
Well, it makes sense because it's literally KFC. I think they intended that because the way the card reads.
Where is KFC?
It's capital K, capital F, capital C based on the alien name. There you go.
Oh, KFC. That's hilarious.
Yeah, Cal Fanel Kendros.
That's great.
But how does this cost $0? I don't understand. That's just...
Yeah, that's an amazing card.
For $0.
0 for 5 with a +2 on a capital ship is great.
And it gives you the... If they draw Destiny, it's lower at 0? And A rebel trooper costs
But
1?
don't I have a card that if I'm at the same place as you, you just get discarded?
Something like that. Yeah,
I think
something
I have an
weird.
alien like that, the overprotective mother.
Yeah,
or
yeah, with
something like
guarding
that.
the eggs or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, cool.
That was great.
So we're gonna open when we start the series next time. Do you want to start opening Hoth?
Yeah.
Start
We'll
with
open Hoth. We'll explore that, and that's where like it's kind of part of what going set by set is gonna do. We'll see if we just evolve these decks or not.
Yeah.
But like Hoth is built where you can literally kind of play the Battle of Hoth. So we could almost do the same thing we did on Tatooine, which is like round 1 might be I'm playing snow troopers and AT-ATs, and you're playing rebel speeders.
Play the Battle of Hoth.
Yeah. So we'll open the box next time and see, and that's when we'll dive back in. But next week we're gonna take a break into some other games. For the
Star
next
Trek
couple weeks.
CCG is what we're doing. Which is it Decipher as well? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, I think so.
So
They
it
did the War
should be a
CCG and
similar
Star Trek
situation. Joshua Hogan, real quick, I saw you had a question on subscriptions. Do they automatically renew? Yeah, so once you're subscribed, you'll keep getting every release until you cancel. You don't need to go back in after every release that you receive and say, I still want to be subscribed, I still want to be subscribed. It's forever until you cancel. So if you're subscribed, like you said, to Flesh and Blood, you'll get Monarch. Then next time you'll get Kingdoms, and then you'll get the set after that, and that will keep happening and all automatically until you cancel your sub. That's how all of our subscriptions work.
Daniel saying thanks for doing this. We're happy to be here. This is really a
This
privilege.
is wonderful.
It's been great to get to experience this game, and all the feedback we've been getting in the comments and while we're live has been incredible. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying this. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, so I'm just super happy to be here. And we'll pick this back up at some point in the next month or 2 or 3. We'll start with Hoth.
Yeah.
Really, it's kind of actually very unintentionally clever. We're the episode 1, 2, and 3, a trilogy, and then we're taking a break.
That's
And we're
true.
doing 3. So it'll be good times.
This is somebody, you can't write it this well.
You can't write it. It just writes itself.
Thanks for watching.
See you guys.